Hello and welcome to BB on Blast. I'm Lindsay
And I'm Gaz.
and this is BB Can 9. Woo!
This is a take two.
Oh no, why are you saying that? Not the whole
Because-
thing. Fuck.
No, because the listeners need to know. I had to reboot my network because the connection was so terrible, and hopefully this is a log pass. So
Mm.
we might edit in the bit from before. We might not. What are you drinking?
I am drinking. You can't see it because of fucking.
Is this soda thing that you tagged
Yeah.
on Twitter and said you want them to
Yeah, sponsor us.
sponsor us? Well, don't give them the coverage for free.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
thank you,
actually, the
background.
Zoom background's helping.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm actually having a drink tonight because a drink because I felt like I really needed it after this week.
What are you drinking?
Well, normally we'd have prosecco, right, when we're together.
I've
And I
got
went to
Prosecco as well.
went to the supermarket with the intention of getting prosecco, but sometimes I find it a little bit like
Sickly.
acidic. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, I'll try like a flat white wine. So I was like looking at the wines, right? And I'm stood there in Tesco's looking in the fridge, being like, what's on offer, but also what's nice. And this guy who's like obviously on a mission to get wine, like kind of barges in, and he didn't have a mask on, which is obviously the rules when you're in the shop, but fair enough.
Awesome.
COVID denier, maybe. So I'm like, who is this guy getting like all in my space, like without a mask while I'm trying to browse the wine? So I'm like going backwards and forwards, looking at the discounts because who wants
No,
to
you
pay
can come in if you
full
want.
price?
As long as you can. Sorry, dear.
That's all right. And then this guy is taking bottles of wine out of the fridge and putting them on the shelf behind him. And I'm like, what's going on here? Is he back to steal
Why?
them? I don't know. I thought he was about to nick them. And then he goes, try this, and puts a bottle in my hand. He goes, this is a really good drop. He's like, the wife just sent me out to get another bottle. I was like, all right. Sure enough, I fucking bought that because I couldn't be bothered to think for myself. And I thought,
Wow.
this guy's off his nut. It must be good. So I picked up that.
Is it Prosecco?
I will never listen to a drunk man's advice on wine ever again.
Shut up.
No, it's not
Prosecco.
Prosecco. It's a French white wine. It's like something I'd never heard of, but it's Tesco Finest's range. So I thought it must be all
Have
right.
you got ice in your wine?
I put ice in it because it was warming up because we've been sitting here for a while.
I've never seen that before.
Very continental. Actually, it's probably an abomination.
You've not even got a wine glass.
This is a wine glass. It doesn't have a stem.
What the hell is that noise?
What noise? Is it my eyes?
No, it's something outside my house. I was
Oh,
like
for
something
fuck's
murdered.
Don't say that. Not
Oh no,
in
sorry.
the current climate.
No, it's foxes fighting, I think.
Mm,
Sorry,
That
we were
is
just
not-
talking about murder on take one, so
that is not foxes fighting. That's foxes having sex.
oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Is the cat's just come in? Is he?
I just don't need it.
Is he making noise?
Yeah.
Thought so. I could hear something. I thought it can't be the foxes that I can hear on the mic.
Take one was going so much better. I looked better, and not that you can see me if you're listening, Rika or whatever the fuck.
However, tune in on YouTube if you would like to see our faces
But
hidden behind these massive mics.
I've really hurt my back, and I've got an issue. God. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Yeah, we were saying that basically it was hard to get into the mood for the podcast because we just saw really sad news from BB Can and BB UK legend Nikki Graham, as tweeted by Rylan from Big Brother UK. Do you want to go into details on that, Lindsay?
No, you do it.
Oh, okay. As I think, actually, I don't know necessarily if BB Can fans who know Nikki from BB Can would know about Nikki's anorexia because I don't think it ever came up.
Well, that's the thing with BB Can. You don't always hear the backstory, do you?
No, but I also think, given what we know about Nikki, it takes the right person and situation for her to talk about it. And actually, we've only ever seen her talk about it with Vanessa Feltz when she went back to Ultimate Big Brother.
What you're saying?
But-
Pax brothers aren't a suitable confidant.
I don't think so. No. Maybe Tim would have
Yeah,
been the
Tim-
person when she was in Canada, but
Yeah.
yeah, when Nikki first went into UK Big Brother, you could tell she was a very petite person, And I don't think it was ever spoken about that she had an eating disorder in that series, was it? Not that to my
I,
memory.
I can't remember.
But she did release a book and an autobiography which spoke about the situation, which was kind of what Vanessa was talking about with her when they had the conversation. Um, but basically, kind of in recent, I suppose, over the past year or so, there's been a few images of Nikki that have come out, and there's been plenty of horrible comments on Twitter about how ill Nikki looks or how terrible she looks, even at times. And I know that we've called people out for saying anything because if you're a fan of Big Brother, if you really know who Nikki is, then you know she's got an eating disorder and it's a mental health problem. And she's, I
You
mean,
don't need to be a fan of Big Brother to know that.
what? That Nikki has a,
She's got an eating disorder. You just have to look at her.
yeah, exactly. And she's relapsed in a bad way and she needs support to get specialist help. So that was tweeted by Rylan with a GoFundMe. Um, and
The
the
picture
pictures are shocking. Yeah.
the pictures are absolutely just utterly horrific. It's just it really knocked the wind out of my sails earlier. It's just
Same.
fucking
I felt simultaneously ill and sad and upset, like
it's
how
so
someone could kind of put themselves into that position and how mental
mm.
health can do that to you is terrifying.
I do think anorexia is one of the worst mental health things you can have because you're literally it's like the ultimate form of self-hatred, isn't it?
Mm,
Just making yourself disappear.
mm.
And it's to see someone who you like or even someone you don't like do that to themselves and the pictures I mean I wouldn't even advise looking at them to be honest.
No, that's the
um
thing. They're kind of like front and center when you share the GoFundMe link.
I
And
know I felt bad that I retweeted it actually because it's kind of a bit clickbaity, isn't it?
well, to be honest, it got shared in our superfan chat group on WhatsApp. And when I saw that come through from Molly, I was a bit like, there should have been a warning for that because I
mm,
wasn't prepared for that
mm,
to see that, and that's kind of why. And when I retweeted it, I said, proceed with caution. Then I realized on Blast I did it without a link, so it went the images there on the BB on Blast tweet. But at
mm,
the same time, people do need to see that to
mm.
understand how fucking serious anorexia can be. Because I think that obviously mental health is a mental health and the subject of mental health is still somewhat taboo in some ways, and I think people brush off anorexia as it's like a teenage girl thing who girls that want to be skinny and they don't really take it very seriously. But if
Mm.
you look at Nikki, this is something which has definitely affected her for her entire life. And she's now like, what is she, 30 something? She's
Mm.
well, if not older. No,
40,
maybe not
yeah.
40. Is she 40? I don't think she
Well,
should be
I'm
40 yet.
40. I don't know.
But like, it's not just a little girl disease or not even, I mean, it is a disease, but I think people would sometimes doubt that, like it's just a phase or whatever. But like, you've got the evidence here that this is an adult that is literally wasting away because of this condition.
And those pictures, honestly, they reminded me of pictures you see of people in the Holocaust.
Yeah,
That's how bad it was. It's
actually, you're
just
right. That's exactly what it's
that's
like, and
exactly what she looked like.
to be able to see somebody's bone structure like that is terrifying. And
I mean, you're at that point, you are almost a skeleton. And
yeah,
how can you survive your organs and all that sort of stuff? I'm very, very worried. And the thing is, I feel like such an idiot getting
no,
upset, but I don't even know
it
her.
is upsetting because we feel like we know Nikki, right?
I
And
know.
we feel a certain affection to her, and to see someone that you care about in some capacity suffering like that, it's not enjoyable experience.
But the thing is, you can throw money at that situation.
Yeah, and it might
I
come
just
back.
don't I don't know if it will help if you're that far gone. I just don't know. I hope so. And I'm sure there have been amazing turnarounds, but that is some deep shit.
Well, I rewatched the conversation with Vanessa from Ultimate Big Brother, where I haven't read Nikki's book, but they talk about the book, and she said, "Have you read the book?" So Nikki was like, "For to be as like seriously affected as I was, to kind of come back to how I am now, because she was in a good place back then,
Mm.
it's kind of nothing short of remarkable." So, if anything, that's a positive that if she's done it before,
Yeah,
hopefully she
that's
can do it
true.
again. But
That's
like you say,
true.
how much can a human body take? How much
Mm,
can someone's organs take? Like,
mm.
yeah, it's
And I just think it's so sad because I know she's had it since she was a teenager. And to think of someone for 20, 30 years hating themselves that much and doing that to themselves, and just that feeling of being hungry all the time and everything like that just must be such a tortured
excruciating.
existence. And it's so sad for such a fun person to be going through hell, because that's what it is. You can see it on her. Um, oh, my fucking computer's trying to do updates. Can you not do that? Um, Fuck off. Um, but there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, under the tweet, under the tweet that Ryland did,
Yeah,
people were posting,
try to
please just
eat.
eat something. Please just. It's like,
It's not that
how
fucking simple.
how fucking stupid are you that you think someone who's got to that stage that looks like that can just pick up a fucking sandwich and eat? I just think it's just, it angered me that people can be so stupid to think you're literally dying and you still can't do it. Like, it's just,
Mm.
people just do my head in.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I hope that everyone that ever made a comment on her appearance now
Mm,
feels fucking guilty about that. Actually,
mm,
because it doesn't help someone to say they look so terrible. You know, if someone with anorexia, obviously it's a, I don't know if it's body dysmorphia. I suppose it is a form of, I don't
yeah,
really know,
must
but
be.
like they also don't want to hear people saying they look terrible,
No,
even though the goal is to lose weight or whatever. Or oh, it's just
it's not
so
about
hard
the
to
way
get,
you, yeah, it's
so
not
hard to
about the way you
understand.
look. It's a, I think it's like a control thing, isn't it? It's trying to
Yeah.
take control of something and just taking it to the nth degree.
Mm.
Because of my eating disorder, I know viewers, you must be shocked. Uh, I actually went to. I've got a different eating disorder. I actually went to the eating disorder clinic a few times,
Hmm.
but one time I went and just the girls in there. Oh my god, they must have seen me and thought, "Fuck, you know, what's she doing here?" But it was just like, it was scary, just how skinny and just how old you look and just frail. You know, it's
Yeah.
such a powerful disease. Is it disease? Addiction? I
Yeah.
don't know what it
No,
is.
it's a disease. It is a disease.
It's just, it's horrendous.
Um, the only thing that I can say is, and this kind
Sorry.
of relates to what we were talking about earlier, which may or not make it into this edit, but at least the one thing that I hope is that this can shine light on the condition, because there must be so many people suffering in the shadows with this condition. Um, and part of me feels like just because it's Nikki, like she gets a crowdfunder, right? Which I
Mm,
obviously I'm behind, and I want to support and I encourage anyone who has ever enjoyed Nikki and Big Brother to donate if you can. Um, but so many people are not afforded that support because they don't have a profile.
mm.
It's a bit like Jade Goody and the cervical
Yeah,
cancer. Like if it can affect someone in the public eye, hopefully that can be something which starts a conversation and helps other people to get help.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Someone messaged me earlier. I think it was Dean Barney, and he
Yep.
said, "I'm sure this is going to be in the papers, and I hope they deal with it, you know, appropriately."
Mm.
Um, so do I, but fuck knows if they will.
Mm.
You know,
I mean, we can't trust the papers. If you've
no.
watched the Meghan Markle documentary, you'll know
Oh
that.
yeah, that was another thing we. God, there's too much to talk about this week.
There's a lot. Yeah.
God, Big Brother Canada's another thing.
Oh, small matter of Big Brother Canada. Um,
I just want to say it must have got to a dire situation that Rylan actually tweeted that. And I hope just coming out like that will lead to a change
for Nikki personally.
for Nikki. Yeah.
Mm. Um, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. I kind of seeing those pictures made me, well, yeah, floored me for a little while, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back and look at that conversation with Vanessa and Nikki in the
Mm,
garden.
mm,
One thing that Nikki said, um, in that conversation was that going into the Big Brother house and being in a position where everyone the public were watching her every move was really therapeutic for her.
Mm.
And I thought that this relapse could be kind of a knock-on effect of like 2020 and lockdown and
Mm.
isolation and feeling so removed from everyone. And the fact that being in a reality TV show, which is obviously potentially a very sort of taxing environment, actually was a support for Nikki. I thought it was a really interesting thing to hear.
Mm.
And that like the fact there isn't a big brother for Nikki to go into and be safe within now, and there isn't even like a support network of friends who can be around. I just thought it's
Mm.
so sad that she must feel so kind of isolated and alone, and there must be many factors around how we live at the
Mm.
moment which probably contribute to this. And
Yeah.
she is for sure not the only person that's suffering.
Mm.
That was it on that. I don't think I've got anything more to
No,
say on that.
no, let's move on because it's too sad. But if you are listening, you haven't seen it, check out the tweet and retweet.
Yeah, it's the one on BB on Blast, and I've put one out, and you'll find it from your channels as well, I'm sure.
Yep.
Um,
Did you want to talk about Harry and Meghan briefly?
well, I guess so. I mean, do you know what? Like, when did that happen? On Sunday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, we saw it Monday night, I think.
Yeah, we did. I thought I didn't really care that much about it until I
Oh,
watched
you're
it.
right into it.
Right into it. Yeah, I was. What do you want to say on the subject?
Nothing really, just exactly what I expected. I thought it was good that she came out with some of this stuff. Obviously, some of it was not made up, but and
Do you mean embellish?
no, just like she never googled Harry and shit like that. But I,
Oh, I think I missed that bit. It was at the start.
Oh yeah, I didn't give a fuck about that anyway.
I'm sorry. I don't think there's any way that someone in America doesn't know who Prince Harry is because they are
No.
obsessed with the royal family.
But anyway, that's beside the point. The racism thing, I mean, pretty obvious they're fingering Prince Charles for that. And what's the other thing? Oh, the suicide attempt and and not attempt, but her going to seek help for that. I'm sure that happened and they did fuck all about it. Although you think
What did she say? She said
she went to them and they said, we can't help you.
It was bad for the, what do they call it, the company or the institution? I can't remember.
The firm.
The firm or something, yeah.
But don't you think
she had to go to HR.
That's weird, isn't it?
HR, imagine their royalhousehold.com.
You know what HR are like at the best of times. Imagine what they're like there.
I saw your tweet. It said that must be a cunty HR person.
But if you think about it, if they're worried about image, if she does kill herself, that's a terrible look for them, isn't it?
And also, it's kind of like another loss of an outsider who is, although vilified by the press, I would say actually kind of quite admired by many people and loved. Not like on the Diana scale, but like there's enough blood on the hands of the royals, isn't there?
Plenty.
Yeah.
So what did you think? Why did you get into it?
Well, it was just the piping hot tea that was coming out, wasn't it? Like it was a lot for her to say, to really set the media straight and say, actually it was Kate that made her cry. That was kind of bombshell. And that made me think,
shady.
Kate, did you not ever think of coming forward and taking some of the heat? Like,
as if I've seen people saying that, as if Kate Middleton can come forward and take the heat on something like that. That's not how they operate.
True. But yeah, with the whole like, what color is the baby going to come out? It's just like such a redundant question. So it's just like this person asking this question is not only racist but also fucking stupid. Like, have you seen Harry? You've seen the color of him? He's ginger, for fuck's sake.
Also, what are you going to do about it? Go and drown the baby at birth. That's just they're so backwards. It's just unreal.
I think what it has done is shone a light very explicitly on how the press report on certain things and the way the edit that Kate gets compared to what Meghan gets. You see the stories side by side on the same subject matter, and the avocado toast. That is my tattoo of the week. That is one loaded piece of toast. That is an iconic one right there.
But did you see what Piers Morgan said about that just before he got sacked?
About the avocado on toast?
Yeah, he said, if you give me a day, I could find 100 stories that made Meghan look good and 100 stories that made Kate look bad. Okay,
Good
off you
luck.
go. What a load of bollocks.
Honestly, this week has been a week for people that not I wouldn't say I like Piers Morgan, but people that I kind of
The fuck?
enjoy on TV disappointing me because
Ugh.
Piers Morgan sometimes on Good Morning Britain he'll get a politician by the balls,
Mm,
and I'd enjoy that because
mm.
okay, the politicians never give the answer, but like when he questioned Matt Hancock really firmly about voting against the school meals, the free school meals thing, no one else would have done that apart from Piers Morgan. He really
Mm-hmm.
fucking hammered Matt Hancock, and I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
But then to see him deny that, wait, he says that Megan's lying about things, doesn't he? That's what he's saying.
About feeling suicidal.
And so there's Piers, and there's also Alan Sugar did a tweet saying that he
Oh,
didn't
fuck
believe
that old cunt.
that she'd been denied support, and like, what did he say?
How's
What if
he
she had?
know?
He said, what if she had appendicitis? Like, of course she'd have got support. And
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, yeah, you can't compare these, but like mental health, Megan's mental health and feeling suicidal is as life threatening as appendicitis, and this is the fucking problem. You don't take a woman's mental state seriously, and you ignore it. But if it was appendicitis, of course they would have dealt with it. But it wasn't. It was mental health, so it didn't get dealt with. It got pushed aside because it was bad for the image. And
well,
then, go
he's
on.
just an old fart who doesn't know anything about anything. So that's why I said that.
But I really like The Apprentice, so that was disappointing. And then Davina's done a disappointing tweet today. Have you seen that?
No, go on.
I fucking love Davina McCall. So this has been the
Who?
hardest one, the hardest, the hardest one to take.
Private joke. No, just kidding.
um, oh god, I probably should tell you about that though. Well, I should talk about that.
It's not private. You'll find out later.
Um, Davina. So we were talking earlier, and it might be edited in about Sarah Everard, who has been murdered walking home in South London by a policeman.
I just rolled my eyes at that. Like that was just something you roll your eyes at. It's worse than that.
Honestly, this is why it's been so
We
difficult this
couldn't
week.
we couldn't redo that subject because it's kind of like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just feel it would feel weird to talk about that
a
a
bit,
second time. It's not
yeah,
right.
a bit false. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the network foiled that one. But anyway, Davina's tweeted saying female abduction / murder is extremely rare. Yes, we should all be vigilant when out alone, but this level of fear mongering isn't healthy, and men's mental health is an issue as well. Calling all men out as dangerous is bad for our sons, brothers, partners. That's what Davina said on it. It's like, don't
If
don't
Towie
change
wasn't
the issue.
if Towie wasn't there, I would fucking scream right now. That makes me so fucking angry.
Mm.
That is just that pisses me off so much.
It kind of like shifts the focus of the issue. That's not.
No, let's make everything about men again. Men, men, men. Anyway, someone on my Instagram posted something similar, and they said because I put my reply to it, so this would be my reply to Davina. Anyway, they said not all men is not the same as all lives matter. Women should not fear all men the same way white police officers should not think all black people are up to no good. Blah 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 blah. Not all women think you are the enemy and and they are a victim. Feel bad for all fathers, brothers, husbands, and sons. I said all men have the potential to be dangerous, especially when we're out and about and don't know them. I don't feel sorry for men when it's them killing us. And if men are being stabbed or murdered on their way home, guess what? It's men doing that too.
Yeah, of course, it's true. It's the same old. What is it? Not all men, but only men, right?
It's just who gives a fuck about your dad and your fucking brother? Some girl walking home from her friend's house got murdered, so fuck you. To even say that is an insult. So shut up and shut your fucking mouth. Talk about that on International Men's Day, which is every fucking day, by the way.
Yeah, that one disappointed me.
And Davina does have dodgy views sometimes.
Oh, Davina. Yeah. Anyway, Meghan Markle. Oh yeah. So, what do you think about Piers now leaving Good Morning Britain?
Oh, did you see him storm off?
Yeah, I saw the storm out, the walkout.
That
Honestly,
what that guy said to him, I was like, "Come on, son, that was so fucking
yeah.
good." I
Also,
was
he's
watching it because I tuned in that day because I thought, I don't watch that shit in the morning, but I'm more of this morning girl. But I thought I'm going to watch this. And then when that guy started saying that, I was like, "Hold on!" I was like, "He's
yeah.
fucking saying it," and then
hmm
Piers was like, "Water."
Also, can you imagine how Piers was feeling? He's like, to Piers, he's probably like, "You're just the weatherman. Like, how dare you
Yeah,
come and take me on? Like, what are you on
yeah,
about?" And
yeah,
also, like, I think optically, he was taken down by a mixed race guy as well,
yeah.
and he's kind of mm, displaying racist tendencies towards Meghan Markle. But I think it's a bit deeper with Piers because apparently they used to be friends, and he's definitely butthurt
Mm.
that
Oh,
she
because
cut him out.
yeah, because he fucking tried to get off with her, and she never
Oh yeah,
spoke
I
to
think
him
you've told
again.
me that.
Yeah, that's a fact. He's admitted it. Um, but yeah, then Piers Morgan was on Twitter going, "Oh, freedom of speech, blah 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 blah." It's like, well, you didn't give the old weatherman a freedom of speech, did
No,
you?
and also I think I saw Clara Amfo tweet like, "Oh, walking off your like storming out of your job, knowing that you'll still have it tomorrow. Like, what a nice place to be," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because that was the kind of arrogance that he was displaying by doing
Mm.
that. And I wonder if I wonder what the discussion was that led to him leaving.
41,000 fucking complaints is what the discussion
Oh,
was.
okay.
The second highest, and you know what the highest was?
I saw your tweet. Is it Jade versus Shilpa?
Yeah, 45,000 for that.
Fucking hell. Where's
Big Brother's still in the lead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, where's Punchgate?
Oh, I
Uh,
don't know actually.
it was the
Oh.
what Roxanne Pallet. That's it. I couldn't think of her name.
Mm. Oh shit! I've not finished this. Hang on.
I've
Oh,
been
I nearly
delivered a
have.
drink by concierge.
Thanks, darling. Oh no, my arm's in this now. Yeah. Oh, I'm in a bad angle. Sorry, dear. Now you're in a hurry. Bye. Bye.
Look at that. What service? Lindsay gets delivered drinks.
Got him well trained.
All right. Shall we move on to Big Brother Canada?
What? I'm like Oprah. What?
Oh, there were some great memes came out on Twitter from the
Hold up.
Oprah interview.
Oh shit! We should have started this podcast like that. We really missed the trick there.
Oh,
Hold up. Oh, go on.
did Oprah say hold up?
Yeah. When Megan says something. Hold up. Wait a minute. I saw like a dance remix or something.
Oh, if Dave Wall hasn't done a Meghan Markle interview remix yet, he needs to get on that.
Haven't
He
heard
hasn't, has he?
No, I haven't heard from Dave Wolf. Not that I ever heard from him directly. But I haven't heard any videos there.
No, not for a while.
Right. BB Can.
What a week it's been. Has it been a good week at BB Can, do you think?
Well, no, I don't think so.
No?
Yeah. No, but
Um,
apparently missed some good shit on the live feed.
oh, really?
Yeah, but I've got the deets.
Okay, do you want to fill me in on the gossip from the week, the tittle tattle?
It's not really gossip like that though. It's like
No?
strategy stuff.
Oh, that's all right. I can just about handle that.
Well, it kind of hold on. It was from Alfie. It kind of will feed into our conversation later.
Okay.
But it was, at the end when Josh went and we thought it was just a sheep boat.
Yeah.
It weren't a sheep boat. There was a lot of back and forth and a lot of moving parts, which Alfie has laid out to me in several
A
paragraphs.
diagram. Oh.
Not a diagram, but like a short essay.
Okay, well, should we do that at the end then? Because
let's do it at the end, yeah.
The eviction will come at the end as well.
Exactly.
Okay. I think I just lost my train of thought there.
I thought of a good title for last week.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's Julie Boo, isn't she?
Julie Vu, yes.
Oh yeah, but she said people call her Julie Boo.
Julie Boo, okay.
Yeah, Julie Boo Hoo.
I also thought of a good one when I did a tweet saying "Gone to Voon." Did you like that?
Ah, nice, good. We really missed the trick there. Julie's following us now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
on the Blast account.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us at BB on Blast. Join the greats,
Julie Boo
and Arissa Cox. Um,
Uh,
I know what we need to talk about. So in last week's episode, I told you about the Kyle Moore saga, but
Oh, I listened to it.
you did not get the whole story from me apparently, but you heard it on Julie Gut Pod, and you were like,
I,
"Did you tell me this?" And I thought I did. So
I
what did you
listened to
learn that you didn't know?
I listened to that last night when I was in bed.
Didn't they speak to him
Kyle,
for ages?
Kyle Moore was quite sexy. Don't you think? I was like, oh, I wish this guy had been on the show. So he was like, oh, he
Well,
sounded so nice.
I tell you what, he sounds better value than the car that we got, Kyle
Ain't
Moore
it?
that we got.
All he's got is eyebrows. That's it. But I like the way that Kyle Moore was like, yeah, I'm going to apply next year. Like he's proper like getting into it. I was like, yeah.
Well, I did hear Alfie
Mm.
express that like he would. He said, "Is this wishful thinking, or like would BB Can actually consider putting him in? Like, is that the sort of thing they would do because the
I think they
fandom are
would.
really into him?" And I think because if you consider that Arissa is now a casting director,
Yeah.
he's probably got a shoe in,
Yeah,
right?
she knows what the fans want.
She knows she can and she will.
Although she didn't give us the season 8 people, which I wanted.
Oh no,
That's
actually
just for Chris.
on that subject, I don't think we're going to get any more housemates. Do you?
No.
So we've put into our draft with Judy
What in his low
Gutpod,
number?
in our BB Can draft with
Did Julie go?
Julie Girl.
Did Julie Girl mention the draft? Because I haven't got that far yet.
I actually haven't listened to the new episode, but they're dropping content like it's going out of fashion.
I don't want to listen to it ahead of ours because then I'll steal their ideas,
Exactly.
like you did with the theme music.
Oh, that wasn't their ideas. Podcasts immemorial. Is that the right word? What did you think of our theme music, Lindsay?
I liked it, but it just did feel a bit Julie Girl. Like just the style of music. I think we need more like doom 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 like that.
Oh, or
like the ones you played me
rock.
before, like a bit more like
they were the actual ones that I played you. You said you liked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were signed off, but you wouldn't just use a random track without sign off.
I thought, why did you put this jazzy one on?
Jazzy. It wasn't jazzy.
No, my opinion is incorrect because other people have said they thought it was good. So, and we've gone professional now.
Who said? Yeah. Who said they thought it was good?
Laurie said when she heard it, she thought, "Oh, they've hit the big time."
Gone mainstream. She said.
Yeah, well, and Alfie said he thought it was good too.
Okay, well,
our two listeners there thought it was good.
I'm glad those two listeners liked it. What was that? I was going to ask you, have you listened to any other podcasts that have given you information, or have you just not caught up yet?
Yes, I listened to Brent Morgamot's podcast, the guy who got sacked from
the breakaway guy.
Yeah, not the sex pest. I didn't know he got cancelled. The gay guy who's like nuts. And it was good. It was good hearing him actually able to swear and stuff. And he said Josh looks like the kind of gay who takes the condom off before he has sex with you.
Oh my god, that is
I know, but I was appreciating the comedy, which you don't get on Robert's podcast. So I was.
To be fair, I'm shocked at that, but I was comparing him to Luca Magnotta last week. So who am I to talk?
He kills kittens. Spoiler.
Well, and the rest, not only kittens.
Oh yeah, yeah, but the kittens were my main concern.
So is this the guy that people are saying shouldn't have his own podcast? No,
but he was going to do the podcast with that guy.
Okay,
no, this guy is actually
he's now gone solo, or what?
No, he's on this other podcast, Not Safe for Work. It's called.
I think I find him quite a little annoying when I've heard him.
Oh, he's annoying as. Do you know what? He's annoying as fuck. But I actually enjoyed him just because he was unleashed and he was like, "Yeah, fuck this, fuck that." I was like, "Yeah, that's more like it."
Oh, okay.
But don't you sometimes enjoy listening to things that you don't quite like, sort of hate listen to it, or you know, I do. Like when I read the Daily Mail.
Oh yeah, you do that, and I've got a bone to pick with you because No, I have because you said you like.
You said at 12:45.
You said you like Eamon Holmes being on This Morning because you like the danger of it. Somebody who retweeted that tweet or commented on it, I had a look, had a little snoop.
Oh no,
they were a proper like All Lives Matter person.
It's my fault. Who retweets a tweet? I'm like, fuck off.
No, but that's why Eamon Holmes shouldn't be on national television because he emboldens those people with those views.
What views? I don't like racist views. What views did he have? I just mean he said something rude to his wife or something.
Oh, really?
I don't want him to say something racist. What the hell?
No, but do you remember when he said, "Oh, I just don't like Meghan Markle"?
Oh yeah, that is why.
Come on.
Oh, we know why. Yeah. Don't worry, Eamon.
Anyway, yeah.
Fuck that. I'm going to go back through your fucking tweets and see who's been retweeting you. What? Oh, Nigel Farage like this one.
I mean, what am I trying to say? Maybe
Yes,
being
spit it
followed
out.
by Barack Obama maybe cancels out any like negative
And,
views of people that support all
and
lives
Stephen
matter that
Fry.
retweeted you. Stephen
And
Fry as
Stephen Fry.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Someone
great.
texted me recently and said, "How come Barack Obama and Stephen Fry follow you?" I thought, "How the fuck did
Fuck
you find that out?"
yeah, and also fuck knows. Yeah, well, I guess it must have been a follow spree that Barack's PR people were on that day.
Yeah,
You
and
happened to
Stephen Fry.
fall
I
into
think
the
that
firing line.
the day that Stephen Fry did follow me, I think I did tweet something about gay matters.
Oh, for the community.
I was doing a Michelle Visage that day.
Yeah, speaking of Michelle Visage, I
Oh,
find so
must we?
basically what did you say?
Must we?
Must we? Well, I've actually started watching Drag Race UK, Lindsay,
Oh, good for you. Good for
and
you.
I have to say it's an enjoyable show. I don't like the American one, and I've watched the US one like last year. I didn't really like the format of the show, but the British one I find it more relatable because obviously their
I did.
humor is like
I
UK
did
gay
try
humor.
it. I did try it again a couple of weeks ago. I don't
Mm.
understand that show. I don't understand it. I don't understand what they do at the end. I don't understand. I'm like waiting for them to do something else and they don't do it.
They don't do it. Yeah. Well, in every episode, there's like a sort of task, maybe like an acting type task, and then they have to
Oh.
like make an outfit to a theme or to like
The
a brief.
outfit part, I like the outfit part,
Yeah.
but the rest, where they have to do the task, it's just like, hell no.
They had to do an EastEnders little skit in this one, and it was quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
The way they sort of took on the characters and made them like a sort of rude drag version was quite good. There was like Scat Slater instead of Cat.
Yeah, I like the names.
And
the
like
drag names would be like.
Thought Bottom instead of Dot Cotton. But yeah, Michelle Visage on that. I'm kind of programmed to not like her because we didn't like her that much on CBBB, and because you don't. And I feel like, did I not like her, or I didn't like that she kept talking about being a spokesperson for the community. But the more I see her on Drag Race, I'm like, you are very much embedded in the community. I know Perez had a problem with that, speaking for the community.
Yeah, because guess what? Perez is actually a part of that fucking community, and she ain't. She evicted
she's a satellite to the community.
Gaz, she evicted every single gay person in that house. And then when it was the final five, she was like, all straight people, she's like, this is the perfect final five. It's like, you fucking hypocritical bitch.
I'll tell you what else I've noticed.
She's blocked me on Twitter.
She blocked you on Twitter.
She blocked me on Twitter time ago.
She was
Sorry, I just want to apologise to all our gay listeners because I know they like it. But, we can't all agree on everything.
She was very close to Katie Hopkins in the house as well. She really got on with Katie Hopkins.
Case closed.
Anyway, what I've noticed is she like really knows her British culture, and like the last episode, one of the elements was they had to create a panto dame costume, right?
Another culture she's trying to leech off,
which RuPaul didn't really know what it was because why
surprised
would she? And Michelle really did. I was like, that's interesting. But she doesn't like live here. I know she came over to do Big Brother. She came over to do Drag Race, but I'm sure she's like very much US based. But like she knows her shit. I was quite surprised, slightly impressed, I would say.
Is that the end of that story? I was waiting for the punchline. Okay, cool. I mean,
why am I talking about that anyway?
I've forgotten. We haven't even started about BB Can. Can I have a wee? Can we pause?
Yes, you can. We can take a break. We'll be right back in a second. Welcome back.
BB Can. We had started talking about it because we talked about Julie Boohoo.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Julie Boohoo.
Austin would have rather Julie stayed, but voted with the house.
Well, yeah, reading this now, it says she would have preferred Josh to go. So,
makes sense.
In a way, everything came good in the end, didn't it? But
it's a shame.
Wasn't it a shame we had to lose Julie so quickly? I felt like Julie was a real kind of potential entertaining legacy housemate.
welcome to Big Brother.
Yeah, I feel like now, like she's gonna fall by the wayside, and we're not really gonna remember her. Like, who remembers the first evicted?
No one.
No.
I don't know why Julie wasn't voted as one of the team captains.
Well, I still don't understand the public vote there, but
No,
I think you have
me.
to be Canadian to get it.
Alfie told me Karen is not Karen. What the fuck's her name?
Karen,
She,
Karen,
she
that
looks
is
like a
so
Karen.
funny. Tina,
You knew who I meant though, didn't you? Yes,
yeah,
you did. She's one of his favourites, and I thought, fucking hell, we are screwed.
that's
Um,
because so Alfie Sheldon. If you don't know who that is, you
Alfie S12.
shortly will do. Alfie S12.
Is
He
that his thing?
Yeah, he's a big Latoya fan, and Tina and Latoya are in an alliance. So I feel like that's kind of fondness by association.
No, it's not. You're wrong.
Really,
He said Tina is running the house and not getting the credit.
running it.
Think about that.
I
Can you hear
will.
me?
Yeah. Latoya in the diary room said she was my main target, and I got what I wanted. I think she said that. I might have misquoted her.
That sounds about right.
Is Latoya the one to watch this series, Lindsay? Is she gonna
She is.
call the
She is.
shots?
She is for good TV, but I do think she's playing a bit too hard, and she might go.
Oh, do you?
Hmm.
Too hard, too fast.
Yeah, because she's a bit intimidating because she's so strong and she doesn't mince words, does she? Like when Julie went up to her and was like, "Did you say my name?" She's like, "Yeah." And what?
Yeah, and if your name wasn't said, you should be. I don't know what she said, but yeah.
Mm.
Basically, you should expect to hear your name.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fair comment. It was a
Mm.
perfect deflection from herself, though.
Yeah, it was good. I like Latoya's probably not my favorite person because I don't actually like her, but good TV. Very good TV.
Yeah, I think she's a strong player and enjoyable to watch in the house.
Oh, do you know who I hate now? Have a
Who
guess.
you hate now? Oh, I think I saw you tweet about it, so it's a bit of a spoiler.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, or you might have said it. No, I think you said it in a group chat today.
Oh yeah, I
Kiefer.
did.
Kiefer.
Ruining my own podcast. Don't you think it's annoying?
Tell me what you said about Kiefer.
Ovi. He's just Ovi. Don't you think?
No, how did you say it in the
What
in
did I
the message?
say? Desperate.
Big OV energy.
He has. He's got big Ovi energy. He's desperate. He's desperate to be liked.
Well, he's also
hair-
defeatist.
The hair,
Okay,
the hair has got to go.
I have to stop you there.
Oh, don't tell me. Everyone in his village has got that same hair.
It is. I think it
Hashtag
is.
racist.
I think it is a native First Nationer kind of tradition for a guy to have longer hair, and I think it is partly based on tradition. It doesn't change the fact that it is a very bad mullet style long hairstyle, and I think we took the piss out of it last week. Then I was like, well, maybe we shouldn't have done that.
If that's the tradition, I'm glad they built the Big Brother Canada house on his holy land.
Fucking hell.
It's in no one's tradition to have a mullet, and if it is, you need to get with the program.
This is it. I think the mullet is a modern embellishment, like on the theme, but like the long
modern.
hair.
The mullet was big in the 80s.
No, I mean, as in, it's not ancient tradition.
Anyway, the hair is not the main problem. The main problem is just the sheer desperation and the fact people like him. It's just like, oh.
I think that it was a little bit painful to see him act so defeated as a team leader. Like, you're not acting like a leader. You've literally been kind of boosted.
Like Jessie from Little Mix. Do you remember Jack used to be obsessed with her being the leader, but now she's left?
Oh, on that talent show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you've been pushed into this position of authority by the Canadian public, but you still act like a victim of everyone.
Victim noises.
Yeah, making victim noises. But also, who's to say that you might, as a player, you might actually feel that's a disadvantage to be supported by Canada as a team leader because they like you. If there's any opportunity for them to like influence the game in the future, you might have their support, so other people might want you out. Do you think anyone's considered that?
Boo-hoo. Oh yeah, actually, I see what you mean. Okay, moving on.
Julie, I've got about Judy throwing Josh under the bus
Oh yeah,
pre-eviction. She
yeah.
said, "This person cannot be trusted. Look at him and his slimy ways."
Oh.
And she said Josh had thrown the boys under the bus and her under the bus. Or was it just her name?
He didn't really throw any of them under the bus. He was just like being a bad game player, but also so was she.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that claim either, to be quite honest with you.
I like Josh. I'm kind of sad he's gone.
Is it okay to talk about past alliances in the current season, talking about Pretty Boys all the time and Pretty Boys 2.0? It's like, Pretty Boys, okay, they had a good run, but
Schmitty boys.
they weren't all that, were they?
It's like when Jordan Parha went in there and just like, oh, we're standing on the hallowed ground where the Shield played. It's like, bitch, you're fucking in there now. You be the new thing, idiot, and not just be remembered for the ant veto and going to sleep. Fucking fool.
I was gonna say, is that the is that the ant guy?
No offense, Jordan Parha. I know he's moved on from the Big Brother community now because he had to.
Why?
Because he got bullied so bad about the ant
Oh.
veto.
Oh. Have you got anything else before the HOH comp started that you want to talk
Be
about?
kind.
Be kind.
Hold on. Jedson was reading from a laminated sheet. I guess that means it's HOH. What?
Yes. Justin was
Jed.
reading from a laminated sheet and what?
And that's it. HOH comp is still teams versus teams. This comp is like one they did in Big Brother Australia. Am I right? Or am I right?
I've actually written down that it's quite BB Australia, and I like that now we have a point of reference of this is quite BB Australia.
They did the exact same comp.
With the bow and arrow. I don't remember
Not the bow and arrow, but the balls.
Oh my god, there were so many like inappropriate comments about balls dropping.
Don't you remember that in Big Brother Australia? And Big Brother's like, oh, Chad is letting his ball drop.
Yes, I do actually. You're right.
Yeah, that's what happened. Like you got me on this podcast to remember things.
Yeah. God, I didn't think that you were the one with a better memory, but here we are. Did you enjoy the Hunger Game themes they had going on? It's quite Hunger Games in kind of visual quality, right?
No.
What's the Hunger Games thing?
God knows. Give it away.
That's not that. That's not that.
I was thinking of I was getting Lenny Kravitz confused with the Red Hot Chili Peppers because Lenny Kravitz is in Hunger Games, isn't it?
Oh, the sort of the fashion designer.
Yeah, don't you think he's hot? Oof. Music is diabolical though.
Yeah, he's an attractive guy. I think I can't actually remember thinking he's hot in the Hunger Games though.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay. Yeah, so they had to balance these balls on the bow. The bow was just for visual sort of like embellishment, really, wasn't it? There was no shooting involved.
No.
They had to start their balancing on the sound of this horn, they said, which is known in the UK as the klaxon, which is like I don't know if they normally use the klaxon in BB Can, but like it's a very Big Brother sound for me to hear that. Like
they have the cloche in International Big Brother. We like the cloche.
We love the cloche. It all kicks off when the cloche comes off. But yeah, I thought I've written that klaxon is a staple of Big Brother, and I like that that's carried over internationally to Canada. And I don't know if it was there before. I know Alfie Sheldon might be able to tell me, but I thought perhaps Trevor Boris took this over from BBUK.
Well, he should have given it its proper name then. Oh yeah, I need to turn the page. I've not got
you've still got handwritten notes.
Yeah.
Why are you doing handwritten notes this time? Just like
it's just quicker to write because I've been watching it with Jack. You can't be like typing on your phone. You know, it's quicker to just write it. So what was happening? Nothing. The balls. Oh yeah, and then
not really. Uncle Buck said he wanted a week off, so I said you better win then. Jedson said he was hearing balls drop around me. It's very tough to keep your focus. What I can imagine.
Beth said walk lightly.
I think that was okay. I was calling Tyshawn last week, so apologies for that.
What is it? Tyshawn. You know that in the house they're just calling him Ty, so we can avoid embarrassment by calling him that.
Okay.
That's his preferred name, so
I'd like to think I could remember Tyshawn though.
you can, but you can remember Ty even better.
Okay. I put the Os. Go on.
We give people the respect to pronounce their names correctly, but he's going by Ty, so
Okay. I wrote that Austin looks strong, and to be honest with you, I fully expected her to win. Kind of
every time you
halfway
say
through this
Austin,
pod.
I think of Austin Armacost.
Armacost. There's a new Austin in town.
I hate this Austin, by the way.
Have you ever looked at her and thought if she was blonde, she'd look exactly like Gwen Stefani?
Oh no, I'll have to have another
When
look at her.
when she has her hair tied back, I think it's
Hmm.
the shape of her face. She's very Gwen Stefani-esque.
Probably because Gwen Stefani are both fucking pumped full of fucking Botox and fillers.
Take that back. She's a natural beauty, I have you know, I think.
I mean, fair play to Gwen Stefani. She's looked 20 for the past 30 years.
I know. Did you see that comeback song she did, which no one played?
No, no.
Yeah, she did a song where she kind of like it's called reintroduce myself. It goes, let me reintroduce myself. And when you listen to it, it sounds like a No Doubt song. So you're like,
Mm.
but it's Gwen Stefani. And then she kind of like does a redux of all of her like looks throughout the years,
Oh yeah,
her iconic looks. Um,
cultural appropriation.
yeah, the Harajuku
More cultural appropriation.
lovers thing. Oh yeah, she Bindi. She like rocks
Oh
the
yeah.
Bindi back
Oh
in the
my
90s.
god. Her whole career is cultural appropriation
Yeah,
before
she
it was
doesn't
a thing.
she doesn't get a bad rap for that. But
Oh, I actually quite like
I used to really like her solo stuff. And that song I was like, oh, it sounds like No Doubt. Oh, it's Gwen Stefani. And then no one cared about it, and I felt a bit sad for her.
her.
That
Oh,
was like
so
her big comeback.
oh, she's all right, you know. I'm sure she's made enough money.
Oh, she had a lovely house when I saw her on Zoom call, so yeah, she seems fine.
Yeah.
Not personally with her, but you know.
So let's get back on track. Latoya was trying to cut a deal with Austin. And I said,
Yeah,
this
they were
is
both making safety deals. So it's like,
I was like,
okay.
what about your team? What about your team? This isn't in the team spirit, is it? Shout out Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, their Destiny
No,
versus
that's the team
Defender.
spirit. Never mind. We've got into a 90s section of the podcast. Move
I
along.
like it. I'm here for the 90s. Good era of the 90s.
What? Oh, it was great.
Strong, wasn't it?
We were the right age for it. So, well, I was the right age for it. Actually, you were probably too young.
I would always appreciate the age I was when the Spice Girls were big. Like,
What's that? 10.
that for me defines I don't know, maybe a little bit older than that. But like
Yeah.
if you think about the Spice Girls, they were only really around for like 2 years, which is really
Was
weird.
that? It felt
Yeah.
longer. A lot longer.
But like I'd imagine that you brought like Smash Hits magazine as well. Did you?
Oh, yeah, and just 17.
Exactly. Well, I didn't buy Just 17, but like Top of the Pops and Smash Hits magazine, it's weird that given the music that we like now separately, that we'd have a crossover because it's all about music. But like those stickers and like lyrics cards and things, there was like it was everything. Music was everything back then. I just don't know if like for teenagers now, if music means that much.
I'm sure it does. Yeah.
Does it though?
Music always means a lot when you're a teenager. Ask Lorcan.
Yeah, but it's not the same as like when you had to go to the shop and listen to it through the fucking
you
headphones on a
sound like,
tower.
oh my god, you sound like Morrissey. Oh, the record stores are closing down. Relax.
Honestly, like my weekends were like characterized by going to like HMV and Virgin Megastore and Top Man and McDonald's in Northampton, actually, in your
what about
area.
What about Spinner Disc?
I think I went to Spinner Disc. Is that an
Spinner Disc
independent?
It's the one where the goths all sat outside at the top.
Down by Punky Fish.
No, it was at the top.
By
Primark.
There was
a Punky Fish. Yeah, by Primark. Yeah, straight opposite.
Yeah. Probably passed you a few times outside there.
Oh my god, imagine. Probably past me beating the shit out of someone after taking my tiara off.
Probably were like, hey, fucking dweeb.
Yeah.
Scuttled away.
I'm not a thug anymore. I was just a thug when I was 14. I had a bad childhood.
Do you know what? I used to go into the Virgin Megastore in Northampton and kind of like swoon over the Big Brother video.
You mean our price?
Huh?
You mean our price?
No, there was a Virgin Megastore.
I don't remember that. Oh, in Peacocks.
No, in the shopping centre where Disney Store was.
Oh, the Grosvenor
The
Centre.
Grosvenor, yeah. And the Big Brother video on VHS, because DVD was only just coming out back then, was at 18. And so like, I couldn't have it, but I used to go and look at it and be like, "Oh." And then I asked for it for Christmas and my parents bought it for me.
Good. Better than all those violent computer games, isn't it?
Yeah. Just people naked clay body painting in the showers.
So the long and short of it is Austin's team
Austin
went,
wins.
and it was Kiefer's team under the cosh again. Oh no, the people you picked suck.
People who picked Canada.
Kiefer picked the team, didn't he? In the
Oh
schoolyard.
yeah, of course, yeah. So that was basically another win for Destiny, following on from Victoria's win in the first episode, first competition. Victoria said, "I'm getting Destiny tattooed on my chest after this."
Oh, please don't. Gaz's Victoria's
Tattoo of the week.
Destiny and Defender. Oof. Sounds like something out the Transformers. What's wrong, Kowtow?
I think I'm still confused with Beth and Terra. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Still
God.
getting them mixed up.
Well, I think Beth's going to be pissed off. Terra's like 10 years older than her.
Is Terra the mother?
Yeah. Terra's the
Okay.
MILF.
So what's Beth like? What does she do? Spin instructor. Is that
She's
her?
the one trying to get off with Ty.
Yeah, I know about that.
She's just like the bland, long-haired white person.
Yeah, but also so is Terra. So that's why they're hard to tell apart.
Yeah, but Terra's older, so she's ticking that box. Ooh,
Okay.
oldie.
I'll tell you what, if that's the older housemate.
No, Tina is the older housemate, or as we're calling her, Karen.
Well, I was going to say Karen is the true proper older housemate. I just heard a message on your computer. What was that?
We need old man Jerry. That wasn't on my computer. I ain't got a message.
Oh, sorry, it's my computer.
I turned off the updates. We need someone 70. Come on, sort it out. I'm texting Jack to ask him for a drink because he hasn't bought me one in ages.
You're asking Jack to bring you a drink now?
Yeah.
I thought you were complaining it was too soon last time. It's probably why he hasn't bought you one yet.
No, it's
So tell me this: is it Beth that is a ride or die for Austin, and not Terra? I think it probably is.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Keitha was saying that he thinks he's going, and he was acting really defeated, and it was really kind of annoying me. I was thinking, pick yourself up. You're supposed to be the team leader. You can't lead a team if your head is like dragging on the floor.
He's a weak player.
He is a weak player. He said, "What can I do?" I put, "How about win the fucking veto if there is one?" I didn't know at this point.
Mm.
And he said, he gave it the Star Wars reference, and he said, "I've got a really bad feeling about this."
Is that a Star Wars reference?
Should have put the echo on. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Oh, nice.
Every Star Wars film says I have a bad feeling about this.
I didn't know Star Wars invented that phrase.
Shout out to George Lucas for that one. Now, Austin, I don't know about you, but I felt she was doing her best Zingbot impression.
Oh,
did you think ahead. Austin sounds like Zingbot? She said,
go,
"Hey, house guests, who wants to see my HOH room?"
Oh, that's good. The Zingbot is good. I don't know if it sounds like Austin, but the Zingbot that's good.
What with the echo? What was that? I couldn't even understand that.
It's so high. I was saying zing.
Oh, zing.
Zing, 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 zing. Oh, by the way, hold on. I have one more thing to say about Kiefer.
Yeah.
Why was it so dark? What the fuck? He said, things are not looking good for your boy. You ain't my boy, so stop.
He is Canada's boy, though. He was voted. You can't deny that popular vote.
You're not Great Britain's boy.
So yeah, Austin's HOH segment. She got to order Wendy's on the tablet. No more paper menus, probably because it's a COVID risk. What do you think about that?
I thought, where's Chris's mum?
Yeah, me too. She ain't gone to pick it up yet.
I know.
But yeah, that was a bit disappointing the way it came out on a little like tray on wheels.
Did you know the HH room is exactly the same as the HH room
Yeah,
last year.
yeah. And I feel like, would you feel weird that it's the same bedding? And that bedding's quite 90s, isn't it? That fluffy pink bedding. Reminds me of like a hat someone would wear in the 90s.
Meg Matthews or something. Oh my god, this has got very nice.
Who's
It,
Meg Matthews?
she's
Someone from a film.
Noel Gallagher's ex-wife.
Oh,
She hold on, what was I going to say? Because do you remember last week I said the house was really good, and then I
yeah.
listened to podcasts and they were going, "Oh, the house is a shit," and I thought, "Oh, I thought it was good."
Well, I'm
Goes to
looking at it
show, hey?
behind you now, and like the way they've stuck all those leaves on, it looks really good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Also, there was such a good house. It'd be such a shame to let it go to waste. Look at all those bloody LEDs they like attached to the wall. Like they're not going to let that go to shit.
You think Big Brother got money? Big Brother Canada got money to waste on a new house?
Exactly. At least we've got a big brother. I don't need them to fork out the budget for a whole new house, which they only
Yeah.
used for half a season.
Do you want the HOH ceremony sponsored by fucking I don't know what maple syrup? Racist.
And,
Fucking hell.
Justin
Sorry.
Bieber's new album.
Sorry to our Canadian listeners.
What's its primary coloured room all about? I don't really get that room. There's a few sponsored rooms in there, more than usual.
So the primary coloured room, is that the one with the football game in or something? What's that game called? Oh, we don't know. Because you're gay and I'm a girl, we don't know. Yeah, there's that one. And then there's the ball pit, don't forget.
Yeah, so I thought the arrows. I thought the big coloured arrows led to the have not room, but they don't. They lead to that like sponsorship room.
Oh.
Which is either air hockey or foosball. I'm not sure. Did you say you want to see how they sleep in the have not room?
Yeah.
It's impossible because if you think, okay, did you feel traumatized when they went into the ball pit room?
No, I felt jealous. I had many happy memories.
So if you weren't listening last week, and if you don't know this from the past, we went to a bar which had a ball pit in it just before
this
lockdown.
Time last year.
Yeah, pretty much. And there was this sweaty guy underneath all of the balls, and I was like crawling through it and and I was putting my hands on him, and he was so it was absolutely gross. And
who was that?
Just some random drunk COVID infected guy.
Like,
and I remember thinking, like, he was hiding under the balls and pretending like he was, I don't know, passed out or something.
Was he a sex pest?
Quite possibly.
Oh my god!
No, it was just some drunk idiot. And I remember like kind of going into the balls and feeling like quite claustrophobic. Did you not feel that about being under the balls?
Yes. Did you see me? I got like, Jack, you can. Oh no, we can't hear you. I drowned under those balls. Drowned.
I don't think there's any way you can. They're so deep. They're so deep. You can't lie down under the balls and expect to sleep.
But there is a sense of panic when you go into it. It's like,
yeah, it's horrible.
But it's fun too. But it would get old, I think.
Yeah, I actually think that's probably the worst have not room I've ever seen in Big Brother Canada.
That is, well, they had to sleep in Dodgem cars before, and a dentist chair before on BBUS.
But at least you can sit in the chair. Yeah, there's nowhere to go in the ball pit apart from under the balls. You can't sit on the balls.
Can't you lie on top of them?
No, because they roll out the way.
I want to know about this. I want to see them. I want to see them lying in there.
Probably have to watch live feed.
And no, I just asked Alfie.
Okay.
So
Jedson was scaring people behind the sofa. Do you remember that little comedy edit?
We don't want that comedy edit. We don't want the pranks, do we? Or do we?
Well, I don't mind it.
Have you noticed they're doing the spoilers at the start now as well? Like someone jumping up, and then that's like, oh, I don't want.
I've seen it.
Also, there's still no title credits. Still no title credits.
We're never going to get a BB Can title sequence ever again, which is a shame because it is quite an iconic one with the whole poses.
Pretty voice.
I'm
not reading my notes at all.
I've got a Beth discussion section. I don't really know. Let's see if, as I read on, if it makes any more sense. Rohan is scared because Beth and Austin are close
Rohan began this conversation by saying, "What are baby cakes?"
What it do, baby boo? Whatever. Like, stop that. Stop talking to Arissa like that.
Oh yeah, stop.
Some respect. Hear Julie
Uh,
Chen address like that.
Guess what? I'm watching
What?
BB12 US at the moment. Matt Hoffman said to Julie Chen, "Hello, Chembot," and she went, "Ha ha ha! Yeah, I have heard. I'm called that." How good is that? Called a Chembot. That is so cool.
As if she doesn't know. Of course, yeah,
I know.
Of course
She did know. No, she did know.
Yeah, but like I've heard, like
Yeah.
Rohan thinks it's him, Kiefer, and Josh in the running for the noms, but he thinks it will be Josh and Kiefer. Mystic Rohan.
I'm over Rohan. How about you?
Oh, that was quick.
What?
I mean, he's not had a chance to do anything yet.
He's done enough to annoy me.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
What's he done?
I actually don't like most of these housemates, to be honest. I like, although having said that, liking someone and being entertained by them are two different things. So that's fine. I don't care as long as there's entertaining housemates in there. There's no one who I'm like, oh my God, I really like them, apart from, Julie and Josh. Oops.
Oh, you like Josh?
Yeah, I love Josh. Don't you think he's a right weirdo?
Well, yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I guess I hear what you're saying. Like, it's better to watch someone who you've never seen before.
Yeah, who's like just like kamikaze play. It's fun.
Creepy though.
Don't mind him.
Kyle told Rohan.
Oh my God, my battery's running out.
Oh,
why is it not plugged in? Oh shit.
Do you want to... You got your charger there. Do you want me to pause while you sort this out?
No, you don't need to pause if you can just carry on for 1 sec.
Okay. I'm getting a message saying set up professional audio settings in.
Oh no.
Audio and audio settings. What does that mean?
I just covered my camera.
That's fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Kyle told Rohan, I'll make sure you don't go up. So there seems to be an alliance forming with Kyle and Rohan there, which is probably the blandest alliance we're going to see this season. There was an HOH strat chat. If you don't know what a strat chat is, you haven't watched BBAU, clearly. Austin said, how do you feel about Toya? And Beth said, wild, but I love her. Okay, I'm going to pause, Lindsay, because you're going to miss half this episode if I don't.
I'm here.
Oh.
I'm back, sorry. Carry on.
What did you think about this whole discussion in the HOH room about like how people felt about Toya? Beth said she's wild.
Who the fuck is Toya? Oh,
Latoya.
Hang on 1 sec.
I felt like it was Austin putting the feelers out for whether she could put a target on Toya. And people were sort of kind of trying to suggest that they thought she was a loose cannon, but also not ready to commit to targeting her. Did you get that?
Sorry, I know you're mad.
Did you even hear anything that I just said?
I heard all of it.
Oh, okay.
Was this when they were talking outside?
In the HOH room.
Oh. What the fuck have I got here then? Kyle,
tell me.
Hold on. Rohan said he can't read Beth. Kyle agreed, saying Beth and Austin are in an alliance. The floor in the garden looks mouldy. Rohan and Kyle don't trust Brayden. Where are you? Am I? Oh, I've got the next bit as you. So I wrote down a bit that you didn't bother with.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on the floor in the garden looks mouldy?
I haven't noticed that myself.
You know how it's all white and like marbly?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Where they got like the TikTok area.
Yeah, where they play pool and that.
Oh yeah.
Looks horrible.
Oh, I haven't noticed that. I have to look out.
Okay. Yeah, Austin was discussing getting Latoya out. Beth and Brayden have also noticed how close she is to the boys. They're scared to tell Jed and Ty info in case they have a final three with Latoya, which I think they do. Yes, that was what you just said, wasn't it? What did I think of that? I think it was good to see Brayden playing the game.
During the chat in the HOH?
Yeah.
What did Brayden say, sorry?
He said Austin was talking about getting Latoya out, and Braden was saying, yeah, she's very close to Ty and Jed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because Austin went to Braden, oh, are you close with Latoya? And he went, nah, not really.
Austin said to Braden, "Are you close?" Oh yeah, okay. Beth and Braden
Apologies
think
for this part of the podcast. It's
Beth. Yeah, I've
getting me
got here
tired.
that Beth and Braden think that Jed. I've put Jed Chon like
Uh,
Jedwood.
oh.
Jed Chon like Jedwood.
That could
We
be
don't know who.
their alliance name,
Yeah,
Jedchon.
exactly. Jed Chon and Toya have got a final three, which I guess
Jedchon Toy.
they
Oh,
kind of
hold on,
do.
that don't sound right.
No, it doesn't. But I think it's usually bros first, right?
Okay.
Plus Jedwood and Jed Sean just sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess they kind of do have a final three, don't they?
Mm.
Three big players. Um, anything else on that section before we move on?
No, because I didn't really write my thoughts on it. I just wrote the facts as it happened.
Okay. The next part was day 7 already in the house, and they
Oh,
used that sort of like comedy music, and I thought, oh, this is the Marsha music, and I got really excited. I thought Marsha's coming out already.
as if.
It wasn't Marsha. There was
Was
no
it
Marsha.
Beth dancing?
It's a do 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 do. That's a sideshow. Um,
Not
yes,
anymore.
it was Beth dancing, yeah, with the Sporty Spice high kicks I've written.
She said, I have no idea where my dance moves come from.
The
Looks
90s.
like, yeah. The 90s. Then there was like an overheard conversation of the week,
Mm.
something about favorite colors. Did you catch that?
Overheard conversation of the week.
Whee!
What about colours?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd written it down. And I noticed
Sorry,
Kyle's
I did
feet.
not.
Kyle's feet looked bony, gross.
Didn't spot his feet either. Um, Austin called everyone to the living room where the captains
Oh,
were to make a difficult decision. Did you like this bit?
Cher or Shaft? Do you remember that TV show? It was like that.
Was that? Is it like Golden Balls? Has Golden
It's
Balls got
like
that
Robert.
same
Do you remember
theory,
that? Do you remember that Robert
theory,
Kilroy
premise?
Silk?
Oh yeah,
It was that guy. I don't know
Cher
what
or
happened to him.
Shaft.
It was like that. What
I
did you
hope
think of this?
Kilroy's still alive.
I fuck knows. Maybe got disgraced or something.
Oh,
I
maybe.
wasn't that sure about this section. What did you
I
think?
I liked it, but
Mm.
I said, okay, this is what I've written. It's a food dilemma, and it's basically steal or share, which we've seen done in UK Big Brother before, but for prize money. So it's more high stakes. I've basically written before I've seen it. They will share because it's Canada. Like, I like this. This is a part of Big Brother. It's like, will we fuck someone over for our own benefit, or will we not? But I don't think
Mm.
Canadians have it in them.
I don't think UK people do either. This is more an American trait.
Oh, really?
Don't you think?
Um,
Because we're always like, oh, I don't want to win. I don't want to win. I'm just here for
yeah.
an
Well, you say that,
experience,
but
a
like
journey.
people have stole things for themselves in BBUK.
Oh, the prize money they said they were going to split. Shout out
Oh,
Aaron Allard Morgan.
yeah, but that's not part of the game. That was a informal agreement. I mean, one Mississippi, two
Social game.
Mississippi.
Oh, lest we forget.
Yeah. So yeah, I just don't think that like Canadians are going to steal from each other, really. Although there did seem to be a
I
hunger to
did.
do so.
Latoya seemed like she was gonna.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna do this. I would have been like, okay.
Oh yeah, they had to send a negotiator to the other bedroom, didn't they?
Yeah.
So what I don't understand is like if they both chose to share, they get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cookies for the week. That sounds like a horrible thing to live off.
Back in the day, before there was slop in BBUS, they
Yeah.
used to just eat PB&J sandwiches.
So that was a punishment.
Yeah.
Then it
So
got
was that a
worse.
good thing? I couldn't work that out either. Was that a punishment or was that a prize?
I feel like it was bad. Like sharing and sharing is supposed to be the good thing to do, right, to each other. But the result is you get peanut butter sandwiches and cookies. Like, I can't live off that shit.
What about me?
You might be right with the cookies.
The toast, I'd be all right. Could you have toast?
Yeah, I guess you could toast the bread.
Actually, if I could have toast and cookies, I'd be absolutely fine.
You'd be fine. I wouldn't. I'd be like,
No.
where's my like vegetables and stuff? Like,
Ooh,
can't.
what?
And if they steal, it was slop for everyone.
Mhm.
And if it was steal share, I'm a bit confused there. I think the winner's got a feast plus an advantage. I don't know what, can't remember what that advantage was.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they said yet. I think it'll
Or
be
did they not?
revealed at a
And if
later.
was it if the other team shared that they got slop?
Fuck knows. I wasn't that interested in it.
Anyway, are you not? The negotiators became
No.
Tyshawn and Latoya. Latoya was wearing her queen earrings. How do you feel about
Oh
someone
yeah,
labeling
yeah. That's
themselves as a queen through the earrings? Is that like a bit too eager? Should you wait for
no.
the
I think
community to label you as the queen?
no. I appreciate it. I think it's good. It's a power move.
um, Tyshawn was lying about sharing when actually they wanted to steal.
This reminds me of there was even a flim flam section for this fucking task.
Yeah,
This
because
reminds me
Victoria
of,
said, "Don't forget, it's Big Brother. It's a game of lying and stealing."
do you remember in when Nikki was in there and Tim
Stop
and
vote.
Latoya and not Latoya, fucking fuckwit, Kelsey and what the fuck was her name in the secret house? It was like Latoya,
It
wasn't
is
it?
someone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Letitia? No.
I knew it before I said Latoya, and now I've forgotten. Anyway,
I feel like it's not even a name that I'd heard until BB Can happened.
I know the name. I've just gone blank because I'm drinking.
She's
Anyway,
the beanie hat girl. She's like
yeah,
a fucking legend. She's a
exactly.
legend in her
Maybe
own
she
right.
was called Latoya as well. I don't know.
No, it's not.
I don't know. Anyway, remember when they had to decide who comes back in the house, and they would sit there until they decided. And then they showed us like 1 second of it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, whatever." It was like that. Like I wanted to see the whole drama, not just like 2 seconds of it.
Yeah, see, I really want to know her name. Can I Google it?
Loretta
Is it BB Can 5? No,
five.
4. 4.
Look, was it Loretta? Oh,
You know, everyone listening is going,
you're gonna
you
kill me
fucking
when it
idiot.
comes out.
Um, double eviction.
This is
fake
so annoying.
eviction.
I'd prefer to remember myself. You're being a jack googling things.
I just
There's
need
no
to know.
Google
I've got
answer.
it. Oh, I've got it. Oh my god, when you hear it, you're gonna be
Are we
like,
close?
I mean, ish.
It's an L.
Love,
Larissa?
love,
Levita.
Levita.
Okay. That is not a common name, so I don't feel that bad.
I mean, I've never heard of anyone else called Levita.
No. Oh, he's coming. Towie's meowing to go out. Look, the mute button is so good.
I didn't know what you were doing there.
I said, Jack, can you let the cat out?
Well, now it's on
Oh,
anyway.
thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I knew they were going to share in the end, and they're also happy that they did. So it was I don't know, it felt like it was an anticlimax, like you say.
I didn't think they were going to share. I thought they were going to steal.
Oh, did you?
Mm.
No, you know, these Canadians are too nice to each other.
I know.
Victoria was talking about foster care.
Mm.
Have you got anything from that conversation? Any of the
I think
quotes
that
from her?
I mean, she said it on her intro package, but I think those skills of being able to adapt to those situations where people don't necessarily like you, and you're moving into a strange environment and you have to adapt to it really quickly. Surely that's got to make you good at Big Brother. Surely.
I suppose there are definitely some transferable skills because you're used to living with multiple people and potentially sharing a bedroom and things like.
And she seems I know she's kind of a bit annoying, but she seems very personable and friendly. And I'm sure those skills are from that as well.
Yeah, I think that for someone in foster care, like you kind of don't have a choice but to toughen up, do you? It's quite a sort of difficult upbringing, I would say. Well, challenging, maybe not difficult, challenging. And she talked about kind of the level of attention that you would get in like a shared foster home, like a sort of institution compared to a family, and how it's just not the same. And then she was talking to Tyshawn about this, about the experience, and she said a complete stranger would bring you from A to B, and it was so traumatic. Like she basically put her stuff in a bin bag, and off she went to a new home or whatever. And it made me think on some of my experiences in life where I've been to organizations like that, and I always think about how people have the best intention to go and like volunteer in an institution like that, but the coming and going is probably one of the most damaging things for those kids in that environment.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And I'm part of that problem because I used to work for a charity where we worked with orphanages, as we call them, which is a
Mm,
really weird and archaic kind of term, but that's what it was.
mm,
And like, I went back to the same place a couple of times, and I formed connections with certain individuals, and I feel sometimes incredibly guilty that now I have no contact with that person whatsoever, and just think
you
how
shouldn't
much.
I don't think you should feel guilty about that. I'm
No,
sure they remember you as like a cool person.
I hope so, but I just think like perhaps they think that Gaz just forgot us like everyone else.
No, I'm sure they knew you were working there and, not there forever.
Yeah, I hope that's the case.
I'm
But
sure. I'm sure
I
that's the
just
case.
I've experienced being around kids that don't have a family, and it's I don't know, it's probably a different context from Canada to where I was, which was Thailand. But like kids become very kind of like clingy. Like when you go to a environment like that, they just kind of like want to like grab onto your legs and stuff, and that's
Yeah.
not actually normal behavior for a child. Like a child in the street
Mm,
that you met who had a family wouldn't want to do that. It's
no.
just a difficult way to grow up, I think.
Yeah. But I think it would make you tough. And I do like Victoria still. I do think she does err on the annoying side, but I'd rather annoying than boring.
Oh yeah, I actually like her. I think she's got a story to tell, and she seems to be like a really decent person.
Mm. So, and then we had the Wendy's debacle.
Austin took Victoria because she won that first competition.
I was happy about that. And then the Wendy's got delivered by a TV screen.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. I know it's COVID, but after last year, you can't just do that. She already had a letter, now video. What else?
too much, isn't it? It's too
Family
soon. You
visit.
don't need all that.
It's annoying.
Hmm. So I just think that it should always be delivered by Chris's mum.
Me too. Nice to meet you. Oh, he's like Oprah. Oh.
Austin's sister looks exactly like her. Did you think that from the
Oh
video?
yeah. Jack said I think they went to the same surgeon. I didn't know it was her sister. I thought it was her friend.
I think it was a sister because with the mum and dad, it just seemed. Plus, I saw the sister in the VT, so I think it was definitely the
Mm.
sister. Um,
And then Victoria said her foster mum, who is now dearly departed, loved Wendy's. That was nice.
oh, she probably would have loved a Dave's combo meal.
Oh, she would love to see Victoria there eating the Wendy's. Hold on, Gaz. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Where is Skechers? Where is the
the
dresser
brick.
from the brick? We got some fucking cleaning products on the side.
You've
We
got
got
sunlight now.
fucking what was this twerp sponsoring that sleeping competition?
Max.
Like, come on. We need some of our old faves back. We need those
Sleeping competition.
we need those ugly ass sketches and we need this sideboard from the brick.
When Arissa tweeted, show me that tell me you're a BB Can fan without telling me you're a BB Can fan, I tweeted a gif of a Skechers advert where it was like the Skechers just coming
Did
into
you?
view.
I missed that. And I tweeted the brick.
Yeah.
We're in it for the sponsor.
Yeah, we are. Well, I mean, if I was a housemate this year, I'd be thankful that I don't have to wear the Skechers if I won the HOH, because honestly, that would deter you from winning it in
Oh
itself.
my
Like, I don't know where
God.
those ugly shoes are. Like, never mind target on my back. I'm not wearing those fucking Skechers, man.
I'd rather wear fucking what are
Crocs.
those things called? Yeah, clogs, I was gonna say. Crocs when sketches. Oh my god,
I need to close WhatsApp on my computer because,
it's beeping.
yeah,
It's not beeping this side.
no,
Although
but
it
it
might be
might come out
beeping
in
on
the
the video.
recording.
So next, we found out Braden, Latoya, and Austin all fancy Jed.
I mean,
Why?
who wouldn't
Tyre's
fancy
there.
Jed? What do you mean, why?
Why, when Ty is there, he's clearly the hottest.
I think that Ty and Jed are like in competition for the hottest guy in the house, right?
Oh, I know. That's why they're fighting over Beth.
Oh my god, we'll come to this, but that was not a cool move from Jedson, right? Bro code,
Well,
seriously.
all's fair in love and war.
Okay. Um, I don't know, like, yeah, they're both quite attractive men, but I do think that there's something about Jedson. Perhaps it's his physique.
Mm, not for me.
No.
But Beth and Ty are both in my draft, so I'm here for the showmance.
Oh God, I don't even know who's in mine. I haven't internalized it. I was too stressed last week.
Laurie did us a chart.
I know. I need to look at the chart. You know, I'm
Mine
not
is
good at looking at the
Ty,
chart.
Beth. I forgot my other person.
I didn't even screen cap it. Sorry,
You
Laurie.
tweeted it though.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't she email it to us?
Yeah.
Okay, we can look it up.
um, Tyshawn, I've put everyone is fine with Jed. Beth fancies Tyshawn, and Tyshawn is into it. Yeah, he is into it, isn't he?
Mm.
Josh was giving Austin the pros and cons of everyone on Team Defender,
Mm.
and he described himself as super cute.
He is cute.
Is he?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of more super weird.
I think he's nice looking.
Josh was labeling Roe as a floater,
Mm.
but starting to get in there with many people. So he was kind of trying to put a target on Rohan. He is called Rohan, isn't he?
Yeah. Because only people off of team whatever the fuck can go up. So it has to be Rohan or blah blah blah, the other people on that team. Sorry, you don't come to Be on Blast for the details.
He was also putting a target on Kiefer,
for being a floater.
Yeah, I said he was just about to walk in.
Oh yeah, he did
Apparently,
walk in.
there's a few of those walk-ins.
Hi guys, can I hang out with you? Oh, okay. I'll just walk off in a minute. Be
I thought
kind.
he's not acting like a team leader. Kiefer was trying to put target on Josh and
Mm.
Roe. Okay, so it's
Mm.
like a three-way target placing competition. Rohan was talking with Austin in the Expedia lounge.
Hold on, before that, I had
Yeah.
Austin is wearing orthopedic shoes. Are they Skechers? They actually look like those Crocs.
Was she?
Yeah, keep an eye out for them. They're white and they look fucking ugly.
Oh, I thought she had
Sorry,
more style.
Skechers. No, I don't think so.
I've got a question. So Rohan was talking with Austin in the Expedia lounge. So bear in mind, Austin is the HOH. Normally, you have your discussion with the HOH in
The HH room.
Yeah. He decided to take her to the Expedia lounge. Do you think it disarms the HOH if you take them out of that environment? Because it removes a bit of their power if you discuss
Is it
with them
is it
somewhere
still
else.
the Expedia lounge?
The Expedia room? I don't know.
I want to get the sponsor right. It's very important.
It is Expedia, but whether it's the lounge, I don't know because I don't see that departure board anymore.
Yeah, I think the HH has more power when you're in their domain, right? Got to be.
Yeah,
It's like when someone
I feel like
stands up when you're sitting down and you're talking to them. It's like, oof, they're powerful.
oh my neck. Yeah, I just thought it was perhaps a tactical move to sort of like we'll have this discussion, but I kind of like take the edge off by taking you out of the HOH room.
Mm.
Rohan
Austin's-
said he's not sure that Josh can be trusted.
He's right. Austin said she was going to put up Kiefer and Josh. And then we had her going to nominate.
There's no fancy sort of process with the nominations anymore. There's no screen, no cards, no
cogs.
no turning Game of Thrones feathers thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's very sort of like scaled back this year.
There's nothing. But I tell you what they do have.
Got the
They got
foosball
one-
table.
No, they got one thing in the nomination ceremony better than BBUS. Just one. They
What's
actually
that?
say the person's fucking name when they win. Well done, Canada. That's all we needed. Yeah, I was missing the bells and whistles, even though we always take the piss.
I guess the thing they've got is the house turns red and there's a spotlight that follows them down the stairs, which is a bit like when, like, the bat signal, because it's a superhero theme, isn't it?
No, it's
Who's
not the
who's
superhero theme anymore.
well, it sort of is, but like who's controlling that spotlight? That's what I want to know. Imagine tracking that spotlight on Austin down the stairs.
Marshall the Moose.
Oh, cool.
Arissa probably listened to us
Clever.
last year. We were like, oh, the cogs, or whatever the fuck, it's a bunch of crap. Then she's like, nah, I've listened to the fans. We got to get rid. And they get rid, and we're like, oh, we need that shit back.
I like that shit because it's kind of like the over the top bit you only get in BB Can.
Yeah, I will come to some more BB You Can stuff. BB what?
You know what it's like? It's like in Little Mix of Search when they bring the cards up on the screen and go, it could be this person and that person and that. It's like that.
Yeah, I will come on to Canada's veto necklace later.
I like that veto necklace. I know you don't.
You're fucking wrong, and that's the end of that. So
Get that back.
no, I will not. I'll fight you to the death on this one. So she put up
For the blood,
Josh.
for the blood VO.
She put the butt veto. She put up Josh and Kiefer for calling her out when she was playing the HOH. I've put two socially awkwards on the block.
It's awkward. Why have I put Josh and Kiefer? That worked well. I guess she got what she was planning for. I don't know. I mean, of course, it's her nominations. I don't know why I put that worked well. Josh said he's brought a lot of what to the house? Did you write this down? I missed it, what he said.
He said, I'm a bit of a weirdo. I painted a giant target on myself and I didn't write that down. He was being weird though. He's like in the diary and going, well, blah, blah, blah. Can't be bothered to talk to anyone, but hopefully they'll keep me. I'm a lone wolf, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, why are you sitting in a room talking to the camera? It's your social game is just absolutely abysmal. But I did like the fact, what I will say about him in his final hours was he did seem to like play into like he was trying to save himself, and you could tell he wasn't quite taking it seriously as well. So I appreciated him trying to give us some entertainment while knowing it was a bit of a long shot.
His time was up, basically.
It's time.
Yeah. Well, based on the reaction, he actually put forward some sort of like not too bad arguments for staying. I'm not good at following strategies, so you'll have to enlighten me on that later.
Now hold up. Kiefer,
yeah,
fella my lad, we've already established I don't like him, and here's why.
Why?
It wasn't all those other things. He was sitting on the kitchen counter, a la Gary Busey, and you know that White D does not approve of that. So get him out of here and pull up his trousers while you're at it.
I said at the end of this episode, is his trousers hanging down?
No, that's
Gary Busey. I said I feel like they're all hating on Josh unnecessarily. So apparently I was quite, open to the idea of Josh at this point. And I said, is this the wrath of Queen Julie? Because she is the one that threw him under the bus before she left.
Good thing. Austin said, being HOH week 2 is not easy. Oh. So then we had the invention of the Sunsetters Alliance. What do you think of that as an alliance name?
What, in the next episode?
Yeah, that's correct. Oh. We've only got
Blimey.
No, how many episodes do we have?
Yeah, that's okay. I just didn't know we were going straight into the next episode already.
I'm not. Hold on, we're already in the next episode.
Yeah, I know, we are now. I've got stuff a little bit before that, just saying that Josh was making out that it was cool to nominate him immediately after the ceremony. And I just thought, like, that's terrible for anyone's game. If you start to act like you're cool with being nominated, if you stay, it's going to repeat. Don't you think? You just muted yourself.
No. It's like you're putting yourself up to be the porn star.
Doing an Angela, reapplying your lipstick halfway through the comp.
Yeah, it's never going to work well. eventually, pawn goes home. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, you're going to be that guy that anyone can put up at any time if you do act like that. Said, I said, oh, Austin obviously doesn't care what Canada thinks of her by putting up Kiefer,
Hmm.
Canada's boy.
I think she was more concerned about getting a little dweeb out of the house.
Sunsetters, go for it.
The Sunsetters are Latoya, Tina, Beth, Ty, Jed, and Kiefer. They are sending people off into the sunset one by one.
With the sleep emoji.
That don't make sense. It should be the sun.
Latoya said, Latoya said, we came together back in week 1. Like, how long do you think you've been in the house? That was just the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Tina said, I want to be seen as floating around, but I'm secretly in an alliance. Then Austin was talking to Kiefer.
I've got more about the alliance. Hang on.
Go on then.
Before they settled on the Sunsetters, there was another name that they floated. Do you remember what that was?
No, I don't remember.
I thought it was actually a better name, and it was I think Latoya's idea, and it was Incognito.
Nah, I prefer the Sunsetters. Yeah. Incognito, like you like the Google Incognito window with your jacket up like that.
Yeah. Tina said we're a mixed bag of tricks. And then she said, it's the Tina and Toya show at the end of that conversation. I thought, oh, you're trying to cement yourself as the final two in this alliance. Like, you know, I appreciate the gameplay. It's like, yeah, we're in this big alliance, but really it's me and you.
And I will appreciate the fact that in that alliance, they have quite a mixed group of people who people probably would not suspect that they were together. But later on, we found out they weren't really on the same page. So that's the thing. When you have like an alliance, nobody would suspect. It's like, okay, but there's a reason why you're not hanging around together, and it's because you don't actually like each other.
Yeah, it will never work. Yeah. Kiefer and Austin, what have you got to say about this?
Like the first 6 in BB-Can 2 or whatever it was. Do you remember the first 6 people who went in made an alliance?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I've put Josh with glasses on look good. Kiefer was intimidated by Austin because she's young and he's older. What?
He said, you're young and you're beautiful. She went, mm-hmm. I'm an older guy.
Carry on.
So I was a little bit intimidated.
Imagine admitting that to someone in the Big Brother house. Can you imagine Dr. Will going up to someone and saying, oh, I'm intimidated by you? No, that is not how you play Big Brother. You say, I'm the shit. You need to get on board with me or you're fucking out. Like Latoya, like, no, I didn't say that. Whatever. Yeah, I did put you up. Yeah, get out of it. You need to be like that. Ball breaker. The ball smashers.
If you can share a bed with Zingbot, you're not intimidated by anyone.
Go on, do your Zingbot impression again.
Dr. Will, come back to bed.
Oh my God. It's not like you're losing your voice.
I am. I'm a little under the weather, but hopefully it's not the Brazilian variant of COVID, which is going around in my local vicinity.
Okay, what else?
Austin basically assured Kiefer that she wants him to stay.
Okay.
Josh's grey tracksuit looks like he was given it for a task. It reminds me of when Stacey Francis was edited out.
Nice.
Louder. Louder.
A previous BB on Blast interviewee.
Yeah, she's featured on the show. Friend of the show.
Josh was giving himself a pep talk in the bedroom on his own. He said, I could cause chaos. I could make a secret alliance. I could go and tell everyone to suck it. He said, I know that was it. He's got no one to talk to. Then Ty said he has Beth to the end. And then they had kind of a flashback to them possibly getting off under the covers.
Wasn't this a hot tub scene, though?
Yeah, but they showed a flashback.
They were in the hot tub. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
No, that was Jed in the hot tub.
Tyshawn and Beth were by the hot tub.
Mm.
Yeah, when they had the flashback, and then he was this when he went to kiss her, but she covered her mouth, and then he went, "You're my showman, so you kidding me? Like, of
Oh
course I've got
yeah,
your
that
back."
was
And
it.
she was
Yeah,
like, "You cannot say that." And I was
that
thinking,
was it.
why would you not want this man to say that? Like,
Because she's there for the game.
bitch, it's game on. Like, this is Tyshawn. Everyone in Canada wants a piece of this man.
Mm.
Get real.
And beyond.
And beyond, yeah.
Oh, go on. Over to you, because I know you're a fan of housemate raps. Oh no.
The housemates that rap together. Crap together.
I was about to say it, but let's take a sip of my drink. Oh no.
Drop the pin. Just Josh and Spicy D knows Big Brother's always watching. Hey, I'm Austin. Gonna wear
Oh, it sounds awful.
It's me, Todd Ballin. Never ever eat that stuff. That stuff. That roast show. Try to make me, that's a no-go. No-go? Check the flow, bro. Students bringing home that dough, yo. That dough, yo? That's for Kiefer. Killer competition, Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper, okay, Cooper. Pray with him whether this is future. Whoa, it's fast. Gonna knock you out with my bad rap. Get up! This
Oh, it's getting louder. Louder.
Just try me. Don't try me. It's LT. Keep it real all the time. Don't test me. It's Gulag. What do
Sorry,
you got?
this is.
Canada's got my back. It's Josh. Remember day 3? Blew up the house.
Well, that sounded absolutely horrific.
Go on, throw it to you, Lindsay.
Mm. I'm Lindsay. I'm. Go on, over to you. I know Rachel Johnson.
It's Gaz. Gonna get crush a party.
And eat some Smarties. It's BB on Blast. We'll never come last. We're
the best podcast. Don't at me.
BB on Blast. We're the best podcast.
Slide into my DMs. Don't at me. Yeah. The painful Big Brother rap. Also, imagine for them in the house. Obviously, Big Brother put a beat over that. Must have sounded much worse.
What other notable BB raps has there been apart from Rachel Johnson?
What was Rachel Johnson's one?
Fuck knows.
It's about Parmesan. No, it wasn't. That was a.
Could have been. Obviously, Lady Sov. I mean, there's actual rappers in there, so you have to discount those. I think we need to go for the raps that are like from non-rappers, like Charlie Travers.
So I literally can't remember any of them, but it's always a no-no. The rap in the Big
Just
Brother.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. Embarrassing. Dappy. No.
I know this. What? Actually, thinking back to an audition that I was in, someone claimed they could rap. This is like way back. It was like in Manchester auditions for BBUK, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, I can rap," and then they were like, "Oh come on," and then do it, and I just went, "No, don't." I just like, "Don't." I could see how badly it was going to go, and it was just some shit they'd made up. They couldn't do it. It was so.
Did they do it?
Yeah, they tried, but it was like, mate, you've just literally pulled this out of your ass. You haven't got a rap. Why have you done that? Why have you done this to yourself? And it was the most timid. Honestly, he was the most timid person. I was thinking, why are you even here? You're scared of your own shadow.
Bless. So, next, LaToya threatened to do dodgy haircuts on people.
Oh yeah, well, we know somebody can do that for you. This section was it was pretty much a black hair section, which I thought was kind of nice to be included. And there was a lot of concern about Tyshawn was worried about his hairline. LaToya has said she wouldn't be held responsible for the results if she cuts anyone's hair. I don't think she can make Kiefer's any worse, can she?
Just like, listen, do you want this haircut? This is the only one I can do. Like,
okay. Jed's first question when he came to Big Brother was there an on-site barber? And I said, yeah, it's Helen Wood. Victoria had said to her hairdresser, this weave better be the tightest before she went in because she doesn't want it to like fall out while
Her
she's in
weave
the
looks
house.
good. What do you think? I thought it was her real hair.
So did I actually, especially because
Mm.
it's like half pink. I don't know why that makes a difference.
Yeah, it looks good.
But yeah, I thought this was.
Cool.
I think.
You okay,
What's
babe?
up?
Oh no, I'm just getting a drink delivery. Do you need another drink, Gaz?
No, I'm still good actually. I've still got like half a glass left.
Thanks, darling. You okay? Lightweight. Oh, he called you a lightweight.
Yeah. I just think like because of the whole focus on this being a diverse Big Brother, it was, and I think like black hair is a very kind of specific subject to black people. I feel like they'll really appreciate that being included in the show, where it maybe in the past could have been edited out.
I Jack is always taking a keen interest in black people's hair.
Okay.
He always asks, is this person's hair real or not? And I have no fucking idea. But he's very curious about it, and it's probably offensive, but he's always like, is that person's hair real? Is that person's hair real?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think it's offensive. I think it's offensive when a white person comes up to a black person and goes, "Can I touch your hair?"
Yeah.
No, you can't just touch anyone's hair. You wouldn't say it to a white person.
I feel like I might have said that to Arissa.
Is that different? Is that different? Is that I got iconic hair?
She's famous.
The thing is, when you hug Arissa, you can't help but like bury yourself into her hair.
It's beautiful.
Face plant
No,
yourself
I do
into
agree.
it.
I do agree because it's like fetishizing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's also just like, oh, this is something weird. I need to touch it to see what it's
Yeah,
like.
you're right. But Jack's favorite questions to me is always, is that person's hair real? Is that person going bald? Are those her real boobs? That's the number one top question. Like I know, like I don't know if that's someone's real boobs. Is that person's hair going? Is that person's hair real? It's just like I don't know the answer to these questions. Maybe I don't know. It's like I'm the oracle of all these like aesthetic things. I'm not. I don't have a clue. So if anyone knows if anyone's boobs are real, if their hair's real, and if their hair's falling out, do let us know. I don't think anyone's hair's falling out yet on Baby Cat.
No, I don't think so.
Why does it matter whose hair is real or not?
It doesn't matter, but I think like it's. I think particularly for like a white man, it's quite black hair is a mystery. And
don't you think it's like a curiosity, isn't it?
Yeah, and for
like not in a fetishizing way, but in a like it's just different, so it's interesting. Maybe
I think that because as white people we kind of just have our natural hair for the most part. Obviously, people add extensions, and white people can have a weave too. But there's a point when growing up as a white person that you realize that it's common for black people to potentially wear a wig or to have a weave. And for me, that first realization hit when I was working in an office as a temp when I was like a student during my holidays from uni, and a black member of staff, like between one day and the next, had a completely different hairstyle.
yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, like she's had like an incredible like change overnight. But
That's fucking cool. You can just have a whole completely different hairstyle overnight. That's so cool.
Exactly. I had no idea that was a wig, and that was how you could have such a quick change and extreme.
Oh no!
change.
Did you say something?
No, because I wasn't in a position to really like talk about that.
Yeah.
But also, if you have a black friend or a black colleague who wears a wig and they change their hair the next day, it's perfectly acceptable to say your hair looks great, because if their hair looks great, then say it. It's not a weird thing.
No. Yeah, my friend Delali is the same. She just comes in with one month she'll have an afro and the next month she'll have braids, or so it's totally different, but different cool styles, different colors, whatever. And it is like, oh fuck, you look completely different. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like we don't really do that.
We were talking about that actually in regards to that Behind Your Eyes TV show. Not that I'll go into like great detail about that or spoilers, but saying like when people sort of project into other people or whatever, and they go from being a white person to a black person. People were saying on Twitter, oh god, she's going to struggle with the hair. You know what
Wait,
happened?
did she astral project herself into the black woman?
Yeah.
Okay, she was like the
Hold on.
mum.
Listen, if you're watching that show, just skip ahead. Yeah, at the end, she took over her life, didn't she?
Yeah, okay. I didn't see the end. I gave up on
Oh, I
episode
thought Dan
3. So
told you.
he did, but I didn't really go into
So that
detail.
everyone
He
on
didn't go
Twitter
into
was
detail.
like, when she woke up and was like, she's got to deal with Louisa's hair, and then I'm like, Louisa's hair looked shit at the end because like it was her doing the other
Did it
guy.
actually though? That's
No,
kind of
it
good if it
didn't.
did.
I don't think it did, but it was just funny that people were talking about that.
Or do you know there is actually kind of there's an issue sometimes with, say, a white person adopting a black child and not knowing how to look after black hair, or even a mixed race kid.
Mhm.
That sometimes, like I say, it's a white mother looking after the child. They don't actually know how to look after black hair, and that can actually be a challenge. And
Mm.
yeah, it's kind of a massive subject in itself, and I think it's something that it definitely scares some white people.
One of my favorite things about that Behind Her Eyes, although it was absolutely shit, they never ever mentioned the whole time that Louise was black. It just wasn't a part of her character. She just
Mhm.
was black, and that was her character. That was one of the only times I can ever remember seeing a character who was black and not having some reference to it, which is quite shocking if you think about it.
But
Do you know? Do
then,
you know what I mean by that?
but then at the same time, does that deny something for the portrayal of that character?
I feel like the opposite. I feel like it's like being black doesn't have to be part of the storyline. You're just a
No,
person. Not going, oh, I don't see color, that bullshit, but just that it was irrelevant
no,
to the character.
yeah. Well, yeah, I hear you. It wasn't.
Because it wasn't about that.
It
The
wasn't
storyline
that kind of
wasn't about
story.
that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't what the show was about.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like, I suppose there's like a twofold thing here. It's nice to see the black experience authentically portrayed. If that sort of like verges into discussing confronting topics of racism which people do actually face, then that's a good thing. But also, not every thing with a black person has to be about that, right? That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I'm thinking like when they cast for that role, did they just say, like, anyone? It doesn't have to, we're not looking for a black woman. They might have said we're looking for a black woman, or it could have just been like, we're just looking for that character. I feel like I am saying, oh, I don't see color, but it's the opposite. It's the opposite.
It is a fine line.
I know it's the opposite. I'm saying it's so cool that there was a character and it just didn't matter. It wasn't like it wasn't like a stereotype of a black person. It was like just a person.
Sorry, I
didn't-
just lost half of my AirPods.
Oh, oops. Where'd it
It just died.
go? Oh shit. Now what?
I can charge it in this case, and I've still got one, so it's fine. But I can go to my other headphones if I need to.
Should we pause? Should we have a wee?
I could probably do with that.
Okay. Yeah, you need to pause, right?
Yep, I'll pause it. So, next up. This is going well.
Smooth.
Forgive me messing up the new tech. We had the player pick for the POV.
Player pick.
For the POV. I didn't really make any notes about this apart from the fact that Josh was the one to get the housemates pick, and he picked Tina. Now, I couldn't actually recall someone making a pick for a POV that they didn't think could help them out. Like, I'd never really been conscious of someone making a pick because they thought they could beat that person.
Doesn't that prove like you are fucked if you have no one on your side in week 2?
Yeah, and
You can't even
Latoya
pick
said
one fucking person to be on your side. You are screwed.
exactly. Latoya said to Tina, "How telling is that he didn't pick anyone from his own team? You are fucked at that point, aren't you?"
That's why I didn't say that. You're fucked.
No, she didn't say that. I said that. That's me.
And also, let's make a note of the
Hmm.
point that HH does not play in the veto comp on BB Can, which I like.
Ah, yeah. So in US, the HOH can win the veto.
Yeah,
as well.
because it gives the HH too much power if they can play. And
I agree with you. You know, I think that this Canada format is fairer,
it is.
and it's also more fun to watch because if someone steamrolls everything, it's just predictable.
Hmm.
I mean, this was quite predictable anyway, but it's even more predictable.
Hmm.
I've written Kiefer is very anxious, and I do wonder, like, how did he pass the psych tests to get into
He's
the
not
house?
that bad, is he?
He seemed to be on edge, the poor guy. It's not nice living with anxiety. I can tell you that firsthand.
No, me too. They've
Yeah.
double my dose of antidepressants. Someone.
Do you know what? I was wondering about that because I watched a documentary about anxiety last night, and it was with Nadia Hussein,
Oh yeah.
who, if you don't know who she is a Bake Off winner,
Mhm.
and it was such a good documentary about
Really?
showing someone facing anxiety they'd lived with all their life and kind of hearing strategies to deal with it for the first time. And some of her behaviors when we were watching it, Dan was like looking at me, giving me the side eye, like, this is you to a T. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
I'll give you a good tip that my counsellor gave me because I'm going to a counsellor at the moment through work because it's free.
Nice.
She said when you're sitting in bed worrying about things, so I've been worrying a lot about stuff when I've been trying to go to sleep.
Yeah. Oh,
She
that's
said,
the worst time.
okay, what if the worst actually happens? Like one of my main worries, which sounds silly, is my cat get run over.
Yeah.
Because the cat got run over. So I'm like, oh God, what if Ty's going to get run over? She said, okay, what if that does happen?
Yeah.
Then what if that does happen? And then it's like, okay, well, it's already happened before, so I know that I can actually handle that. I know I can deal with it. So she said, you've got to think to yourself, I can handle it. Even if it happens, I can handle it. And it sounds kind of obvious, but it's actually quite useful because you're like, oh God, what if that happens? What if that happens? But it's like, you can actually handle things if they happen.
And yeah, the truth is you will handle anything.
Or you'll die.
Yeah.
Those are your two choices in life.
Yeah. Yeah, and unless you're driven to suicide, heaven forbid, you will handle pretty much anything life throws at you. And one thing in the documentary with Nadia last night was she really wanted to control everything, and I think I'm like that. Like I need to know what's happening, and I need to know like what we have for dinner tonight, and this kind of stuff. And the therapist says to her, which by the way they're in Oxford. He's like, she said, I don't like getting on trains. It really unnerves me. He goes, we're going to go to London today. She's like, what? Like, he's like, yeah, we're going to get on a train and we're going to go to London. She's like, you're joking. He's like, is he serious? And she says to the cameraman, like, are we actually? And he's like, well, I don't know. That's what he said. She's like, so you don't even know. Anyway, they put her through it. And on the train, she was kind of going into a bit of panic and she was using the technique she'd normally use to control it, which was like breathing, which came to light that doing the deep breathing made it worse, by the way.
Yeah, I don't like breathing.
And
hold on. Like the opposite of I like blinking, I do.
I don't like blinking, me.
I don't like breathing, I don't.
Breathing, sorry.
Hang on, maybe I do.
Yeah. Anyway, at the end of it, like they got to London and they were in a station in London, and Nadia like FaceTimed her sister and said, I'm here in London and I'm fine. And then he was like, she said, like, how did you feel once we'd done it? And she said, well, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And he said, yeah, you always will. You'll always think it's going to be a lot worse. And I was like, that is anxiety to a T.
Yeah.
You'll always think everything's going to go to shit. And it's never as bad as your mind can make you think it's going to be.
It's catastrophizing, isn't it?
Oh, God. I'm such a catastrophizer.
I am too.
How did we find each other? And the funny thing is, when I am catastrophizing, you'll be the first person to say to me, Gaz, you're being a complete dick about this. Like, shut up.
So I was saying to my counsellor, like, oh, I'm worried about when I actually have to go back into work and like people be like, oh, she looks fat because they're only seeing like my face. And she's like, my counsellor's always like, you're beautiful. She always says you're so beautiful to me, which is probably inappropriate.
Oh wow, God, that's what.
But she was like, how could anyone think that about you? It's just like even thinking that is so like, who gives a fuck if they think I'm fat or not? Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's funny because you sort of come off as you don't give a fuck.
I know, and also I kind of don't, but then I'm like, oh no, what if the first thing they think when they see me is, oh, I didn't think she'd be that fat. But then the counter thought to that is, well, what if they do think that? How does that affect my life?
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's like, oh well.
Anxiety is the worst thing.
Stressful, isn't it?
It's yeah, that's an understatement. It's debilitating is what it is.
Have you thought about taking some pills? I'm taking these pills, but I don't feel like they're doing anything.
So in the documentary, there was a look at like cognitive behavioral behavioral therapy. Is that what it's called? Cognitive
Yeah,
behavior.
I've been down that road.
And then there was like the medication route, and she spoke to someone who was on medication, and she said that for like the first month she was being like sick, like puking, and it was really messing with
Oh
her
wow.
until it started to settle her like panic attacks, but she can still have anxiety attacks on the medication. Nadia had like tried it in the past and said like I don't want to not feel emotions, and that's how I feel about medication. Is I believe that feelings are meant to be felt. I don't want them to be numbed.
Yeah, I do completely agree with that, and I won't be on it for very long. But it's not numbing my feelings at all. It's just I would say I've only noticed like a 5 to 10% difference, but I'd say the difference is I don't care as much. Like about my job, I was getting so stressed, and now I'm just like, which
That's
is
interesting.
help is helpful.
What
It's helpful to
do
care
you know
less.
what the medication you're on is doing? Because one of the ones
It's
they talked about was like a serotonin
yeah, it's that
something or other,
sertraline.
SSR, is it?
No, sertraline. Yeah,
So it like prevents your body from breaking down serotonin
yeah.
is the idea, which is
But
incredible that they even know
But the thing is, I think my problem is I've done so much ecstasy when I was younger. I think I already used up all my serotonin. So whatever these
You've had your
antidepressants,
lot.
yeah, it's like what an
No
ecstasy
more for
tablet
you.
gives. Yeah, an ecstasy tablet gives you like a rush like you'll probably never have in your whole entire life.
I
So
probably
it's like,
won't.
what are these antidepressants going to do? It's like nothing. My brain's like, nah, fuck that. Oh shit! I've got 2 glasses on the go.
Oh
I
god.
do. Guess what? Guess what? You have this.
For a minute I just panicked that I hadn't pressed record, but I have, so we're all good.
Right, let's get on with it. We need to hurry up.
I think it was Tara and Rohan having a chat, or was it Beth? You tell me.
Rohan was worried about going up as the
Replacement nominee. Josh was walking into the bathroom, sorry, just as Tara asked Jedson if he'd vote Josh over Kiefer. Makes sense?
Yeah. Then we heard some weird
Oh,
giggles and music.
What was it, like a little kid laughing? It was really weird. Yeah, that's really good. Bang on.
And then the have-not room was revealed.
Yeah, for the first time. Who are the have-nots, though? Is that the people that... Are there any have-nots, even? I don't think so. It's just for fun at the moment.
There must be some.
I don't think there are. I've not
Isn't
heard
it the
tell me who
losing
they are.
team?
On
Oh no, because of that bribery task. There's
a share
no
and steal thing. I don't think there is a have-not at the moment. Latoya thinks there is more to the ball pit. She says, I don't trust Big Brother.
Count the balls, count the balls, count the balls, like Adam
like
in
that
those
file
filing
room.
cabinets.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're obsessed with that. What was the point of that in the end? They found a little recording or something, didn't they?
No, it's nothing. Oh, that tape recorder was in there.
Mm.
Didn't the balls make you think, is this okay during COVID? What if those balls are diseased?
Well, I saw a time lapse of the have not room being filled up, and they were brand new balls out of a box and bags. They weren't the ones from Kevy Wevy's ball pit from that competition back in BB Can 5. So I think they're new.
Kevy Wevy and Peely have got engaged.
I think you told me that last pod, actually.
Stay in that closet, Kevy Wevy.
Poor William. The way that man played William was a disgrace, wasn't it? Don't you think? I thought it was very unfair to play with William's heart.
He's open. No, it's just part of the game. Just ask Kenny Brain.
Yeah, I do think that there's going to be more to the ball pit, to be honest with you. I feel like there must be something hidden under there somewhere.
Nah, it's just a cheap have-not room, isn't it? Like, how much them balls cost? 100 quid for the lot?
No, never really needed to fill a room with balls, so I can't tell you.
Well, insert joke here.
So the veto comp came next, and it was the BB Can Farmers Market, and nothing was more BB Can than a farmers market themed veto for me. Do you remember when they had the Harvest Festival where like I had to throw a beanbag into like a well or something?
Like when you're at school and you have to bring a tin in for the Harvest Festival.
Yeah. Ravioli for people that can't afford actual food. Like,
yeah,
they don't
the
want this
cheapest
shit
tin you could imagine. Sweet corn or baked beans or something.
Tin sweet corn is the worst. It was the BB Can Farmers Market, but it had a not so catchy title. Do you remember what the title of the competition was?
Don't upset the apple cart.
I've written "Don't affect the apple cart." Sure, they called it effect, and I was like, that's not the term.
No,
Was
you've
it?
written that down wrong.
I heard it wrong as well then.
Beth come out in the what was she in an apple suit or something? And the
Oh yeah, with a
worm.
worm
I
on.
like the worm arm.
I thought you would.
She's annoying. She's like, "Meow." It's
She's
like,
so
"Oh,
loud.
shut up. Annoying as
Now
fuck.
I know that your first thought when you see a competition that involves perishables is it's such a despicable waste of food, isn't it, Lindsay?
There's people starving in the continent of Africa.
Country in Africa, I think you mean.
Oh, hold on, Africa's a continent, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
know, but people talk about Africa
Oh,
as a
right.
country, don't they? I'm taking a piss.
Don't correct me, bitch. Now, at this point, Jack said,
yeah.
why are they all wearing the same shoes? And I said, to make it
splendid
fair,
shoes.
to make it fair for the task when they have to go along with the wheelbarrow. He was like,
Mm.
oh, I didn't know they did that. Yes, they do that. Were
They
they
do.
sketches? We don't know.
Quite wisely, Victoria said she didn't want to win this one because she didn't want to become a comp beast too early.
Fair dues.
What did you think about Josh's strategy of locating the flat apples and piling them up on, I don't know,
That
the
was
floor
so-
before he transported them?
That was so weird. Yeah, it still kind of seemed to pay off towards the end.
Yeah, I thought the
Like,
same. I was like, oh, no chance.
I kind of thought he was like throwing it for the TV. Did you?
Oh,
like,
no, I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, is he just fucking around just for TV? But then he started to catch up. It was like, what the hell?
You want good TV? Your eyes disappearing. It's a
I
bit
know, that's what
disconcerting.
Like the Terminator.
The benefit of people watching on YouTube.
Sorry, if you're listening, you're missing nothing. I look like a ghost, and Gaz has got his big old headphones on. Like the
I
old
don't
days.
know why my computer is not updated enough to do a Zoom background. It's quite
Is your
embarrassing.
computer actually going to be able to save this file afterwards? That's my biggest concern.
Yeah, because I deleted a load of photos. So,
Sweet. So,
Beth's voice is also annoying as fuck, and she sounds like Zingbot as well. I've written here.
Kiefer thought he'd done so many that he couldn't lose. And then they were like, go back and get some more. And then he tried to go back and get some more and he drops it. I was thinking, you here. Remind me of that one where Enzo was like on the
chess. Oh, the
going back and
banana.
forward. Yeah, that was it. I did have a 5 of that, didn't it?
The funny thing is that at work, I'm working on a campaign which is promoting awareness of syphilis being on the rise, and we use a banana in the image for some reason. So now, whenever I see a banana, I think of syphilis, which isn't ideal.
How is syphilis on the rise when we're on lockdown? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, good question. Shouldn't be. Nothing should be on the rise when we're in lockdown.
Oh, people are still fucking during lockdown.
No,
All the place.
all of our messaging said have a wank actually. So people should not be hooking up.
If I was single in lockdown, I would be fucking. So and so would you, and that's a fact. Am I right or am I wrong?
Perhaps with a select partner.
Would you wear
like
a mask?
sexual bubble.
Would you wear
Would I
a
wear
mask?
a mask? No, you can't wear a mask during sex.
What type of mask?
Ball gag.
Moving on.
Ball gag could be part of the title of this episode, actually.
Oh God.
So they made this part where it looked like Josh was strategizing was going to work, and Tyshawn said it's crooked and they're not moving. Crooked.
It annoyed me that on the sidelines they were all like cheering for Josh to lose.
Yeah, I said it's interesting to see the team strategize for Kiefer. Actually, they were kind of debating amongst themselves: should he go back? And he was kind of looking to them for the answer. Unsurprisingly,
Yes, he was
um,
desperate to be popular.
I wrote that only Tyshawn enjoys Beth's bad jokes in the apple competition, and that shows me that I think when you kind of like when you first meet someone, you're really into them, and like everything they do is funny. I feel like it could be genuine. Perhaps they're the new Iker and Dimitri's to come out of BB Can.
Maybe.
All
they need is a personality or two.
This competition, so it seemed like you could lock in whenever you wanted. There was no particular time on it, as far as I'm aware. Which is unusual.
I think that was what was good about it, because you could lock in when you thought you had enough, but then someone could potentially overtake you. So it was kind of like a bit of a gamble, wasn't it?
Anyway, it turned out that Kiefer was the winner, and he had 31 apples on his little cart.
Oh, you.
They were nice looking apples. I'm not sure if you like an apple.
I like a green apple.
Oh, I don't like the green ones.
Yeah,
They're
Granny
the
Smith is
worst.
Granny
Oh,
Smith
so
all the
sour.
way. Acidic. Good.
Yeah, I like a nice pink lady
Oh,
or one of those. I don't know what they're called, but like the shiny red ones, like they had in the competition. They're like American apples.
they're not golden delicious, are they?
No,
They're
but
the only three I know. Pink Lady, Granny Smith, and Golden
yeah, Cox as well. Oh,
Oh,
Cox.
sure.
um, yeah, those really shiny red ones, that are American apples, they're bloody good. You know, I used to spend a fortune on those in Thailand, but I've never had them here. Mm. Uh, so there were. Oh, Kiefer was celebrating by throwing a cushion and then picking it up again because it went.
Oh, that pissed me off. Jay McRae in the back garden. No one wants to see that. Stop being aggressive. And then he like picked up and was like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, it's like sorry to a cushion. Says it
If
all.
you're going to be aggressive, like go the whole hog.
Do
Don't
the whole Jay
apologize.
McRae. Did you like the weeds on the veto? I know you've got something to say about the Canada veto.
No, I fucking did not. It looks disgusting. I hate that veto. It's embarrassing. The size of it. If it was like small, like that sort of size, that would be okay. But just it's so big and just.
I like that over the top.
Ugh.
I bet Sarah Hanlon appreciates it.
What of her?
She likes a bit of green.
That
Ba-doom-tsh. I made that one up right now.
was good. I like it. Yeah, it's absolutely gross. Get rid of it now. It needs to be burnt. Burn it.
Josh was being creepy.
We never mentioned that Kiefer won the veto.
I did.
Oh.
Josh said, "I'm not upset. Obviously, I'm not stoked, but I'm not going to go loopy on you."
Josh was in his pants, and I was appreciating.
Ying.
What do you think of him in his pants?
Josh in his pants was about as eventful as Tom Daly in his speedos. Nothing to speak of.
Oh, I didn't really look at that part. I was just looking at his body. I thought it was
Quite like a shop dummy, quite androgynous, I would have said.
I like that.
Shout out to Josh's package.
I like a skinny man.
Yeah, you do. Lip liner, is that necessary at this point?
Yeah, I'm doing that in the camera. That's quite good, isn't it?
Do you know, I'm always amazed when I see a girl doing their makeup on the tube or the train. I'm like, wow, the control in the hand there is
I can do my eyeliner.
admirable.
I can do my eyeliner on the train. And people always look at you, they proper look at you like sometimes they like shake their head. It's like, how is this affecting you, bitch?
Like when someone coughs and someone shakes their head. That's so annoying.
Coughing is a lot more medium. My makeup is not affecting you. You coughing might kill me.
Yeah.
Especially at the moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Unless you're going to do like their eyebrows like Gary did Iker's. In that case, they've got a problem.
Angry bird. Josh said he wants to work with Kiefer. Kiefer said, I'm looking out for myself. Oh, this is another reason I didn't like Kiefer. Josh was trying to campaign with Kiefer, and then Kiefer's like, look, I'm looking out for myself now. And it was just like, he was just like, you were on the block like 2 seconds ago, and you're in the exact same position as me. Now, because you've got off the block, you're like denouncing me like you don't want anything to do with me, like I've got the plague. I just thought, fuck you, Kiefer, you'll be out next week. So stop being like that. It's not nice.
Interesting observation. I actually didn't pick up on that. You can't take in everything when you're writing notes, can you?
No, but Jack said the same as me. He was like, yeah, the way he dealt with that was just like, it was
I remember
odd.
him kind of just walking off.
Yeah, he just walked off.
Yeah.
And Josh is always on his own. And I know he is a bit of a weirdo, but no one even bothers with him.
Not since Judy Vu left. Calm and collected Rohan was chatting to Austin. She said she's too scared to put up Jed. He was trying to get Jed as a target, I think.
Oh, yeah. And she went, Jed is such a big physical guy. And Ro went, and I'm not.
Did you notice that Austin was drinking like a grey drink? I want to know, what is that grey drink?
I wrote that down. What the fuck is Austin drinking? Brown sludge, I've written.
Yeah. Looked really weird.
Looked like something out of the sewer.
That's something out of Star Wars. Kyle was letting Josh talk games
Kyle, who
to
the
him.
fuck is that?
Kyle Moore.
Bring back Kyle Moore too. I want to
couldn't
hear
make
about his altruistic efforts.
I couldn't make head nor tail of what Josh was saying to Kyle, and I don't think Kyle could either. But afterwards, Josh goes, "Please don't tell anyone this information." But like, what information? You didn't say anything.
Yeah, Kyle was like, I have no loyalty to him, so whatever.
I think Kyle's a bit of a non-entity so far.
Just a bit. His eyebrows have got more personality than his personality.
And his bony feet.
Yeah, he's weird.
I couldn't see his feet, but you said the bony.
Oh, they're gross. So then they got the games room and the ball pit. Oh no, they've got the games room, they've got the ball pit. Big Brother's gone soft. They don't need these two entertaining things, right?
They've also got an entire kind of like barbell frame for weightlifting and stuff in the garden. They've got
a pool table.
They have
They've
a
got a pool.
lot.
They've not got a pool, have they?
No, but they've got the hot tub. They've taken the pool away out of BB Can. They used to have a pool, didn't they?
I'm
When-
not sure.
When it was a BB Can Grand, they definitely had a pool.
Back when Jerry fell in it.
That was a different country.
I
But you're right. There's a lot of entertainment in there for them.
Yeah, make these bitches suffer more.
Yeah, like make them share one magazine and give them a guitar if they're lucky.
Oh, please, God, no. No bongos either.
I like to
Josh-
play my bongos in the morning.
Oh, God. So Josh
Shout out
said
Callista.
he said that I want to play with bongos in the morning.
As Callista from Big Brother
Wow.
Hijack, Celebrity
And
Hijack. That was
That
her
is the
song.
deepest cut you will hear this episode. So there you go.
Honestly, the fact that I've pulled that out
That
of my
is
data banks, Alfie Sheldon's just fallen over.
deepest cut of the podcast. So Josh said he wants Brayden to go up as the replacement nom. Oh, shut up.
Brayden,
Leave Brayden
Josh,
alone.
take that target off of Brayden.
Don't even try it.
Not okay with that.
Kyle said Josh is delusional. I said I think I prefer the other Kyle more. Kyle doesn't understand what Josh is saying, nor does Gaz.
No, I don't.
Tara was then campaigning to Austin to put up, I'm not saying his name, but Jed. She thinks he's running the house and she wants
Yeah.
to save Rohan.
Yeah, she said we should be trying to get him out, and I don't know why nobody is saying his name. But that was in the diary room. What I thought was interesting about this conversation, and it kind of revealed Tara's game for the first time, was that she was kind of floating with Austin, like, why don't you put Jedson up as a pawn with the motive of actually getting Jedson out?
Yeah.
And I appreciate someone like Tara come in for a big physical player this early in the game, because we see them get supported by everyone in the house through to the latter stages time and time again. And if these smaller players don't make the big moves now, it will never happen. But the house is not ready to get rid of Jedson. And unfortunately, Jedson is punishingly good looking. So he's hard to turn against.
I won't go that far.
No?
He's averagely good looking. Tara said you could say to Jed, you're straight up pawnsies. That's what she said. Straight up pawnsies. If someone came to you and said, Gaz, you're straight up pawnsies, would you be like, okay,
Yeah, fair dinkum.
fine. You sound a bit BBAU. Then
Straight up
Brayden,
pawnsies.
Brayden said Kiefer needs to be gagged. I don't know what that was regarding. And Austin suggested backdooring Latoya. I thought I'd written battering there. Thankfully, I hadn't.
I hope not.
Brayden said, that's low key what I was thinking. It will break up Ty, Jed, and Latoya. What are you doing?
Sorry,
that t-shirt?
having a.
What's that t-shirt you got on there, Gaz?
I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you can see it, but it says, "You can and you will."
Ooh.
You
That's nice.
can and
Where did
you
you
will.
get that?
Do you want me to reveal where I got this?
I don't know. I'm just being a dick.
I got it from a source yet to be revealed, Lindsay.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if it's the right time to reveal my source, but
Okay, we'll reveal it later.
yeah, maybe.
So,
Yeah.
I've got to turn my page of my notebook.
I've put
Yeah,
that she.
staring into space.
No, I'm looking at my notes in the corner. Austin. Oh yeah, you just said Austin was fighting backdoor in Latoya to Brayden.
Mm-hmm.
I put, you better watch out because if Latoya gets wind of this, I feel like Austin is dead meat, don't you?
I agree. And I said, I think this section is flim flam. I don't think she has the balls to put Latoya up. And guess what? I was right.
So I used to kind of, obviously, I'm a bit of a newbie when it comes to US Big Brother, and and you kind of tell me like you told me that when it comes to an eviction, like you look for how they're dressed because it tells you who's going. Don't you think sometimes like you can spoil yourself by knowing too much about the show? Like this is Slim Flam,
That's
you knew it wasn't going to happen.
that's why I don't watch the live feed because everything is spoiled.
Yeah, but arguably you see a lot more, so
You do,
you get
but
more out of the experience.
you get more, but I don't know. It's just not the way I want to get it. I don't want to get it that
I
way.
want to be fed it
I want it in my own way, the old school way.
Global's way, actually. Um, the
So
POV
Austin put,
ceremony, right?
yeah, Austin put Rohan up. I've put the veto box is hideous. Lime green perspex with weeds on. Thoughts?
Well, it's in keeping with the overgrown theme. I don't think there's anything wrong
Did
with
you
that.
see it?
Yeah, it was on a plinth.
It was gross. I like the weeds, but this is a step too far.
Actually, I didn't pick up on the lime green perspex, I must admit. I thought it was
I think that was
kind of like
reused
grey.
from the keycard days, you know.
Well, they smelded down the key cards and made it into
No,
a
they
new
didn't
veto
even.
box.
No, I think that was the veto box back then. They just put some weeds on it.
Oh.
Oh God! Right, so that was it, wasn't it, for that episode?
Austin said, "In every game of chess, there needs to be a pawn, and unfortunately, that's you today, Rohan. So sorry." Josh said he was going to try to turn this house upside down. If you wanted to be friends, I don't know, go to daycare. He obviously hadn't thought that line through when he started to deliver it. Sounds pretty much like me on every podcast.
So then we're on the eviction episode. I want to give a shout out to Arissa's dress.
Yeah, it
What
was
do you
like
think?
pink with sunflowers. I liked it.
Orange, pink and orange. It was delightful. I love
nice.
pink and orange together. And now I'll confess, because I've seen this nice dress, I did not like her first two dresses this season. I thought they were quite too old for her, like more evening dresses. Whereas this one was like felt fun and fresh.
I liked the Phoenix one because it was like symbolic of the rise.
Actually, having said that, yeah, it is always nice to see her leg.
Arissa serves a good leg. But the purple one, I wasn't a big fan of the purple one.
I said to Jack, shall I start posing like Arissa in photos with my leg out like that? And he was like, good luck.
Well,
basically,
at least he's honest.
I was like, oh, thanks. He loves Arissa.
No, I think he doesn't mind our legs as well.
I
know. Yeah, I like the dress. I like the look. I like the heels.
It's so cute. Anyway, so Austin says he thinks this will be an easy peasy week because Austin and Rohan were being so confident. I was thought, oh, maybe there is going to be a upset. You know, I was playing along with the flim flam.
Okay.
Feel free to carry on. Rohan said he wasn't worried about being a pawn.
At the start, Josh was like, basically he had no issues blowing up Austin's game, but I didn't really see that coming together, like blowing up Austin's game. I don't know how he intended to do that. Do you?
Josh was going to try and do that.
Yeah, he was going to blow up Austin's game, but it's like, what have you really got on Austin? I think it was the pretty boys conversation, but it was like, good luck with that.
I appreciated his efforts though, even though they were like, it was obvious they were going to amount to nothing. At least he did something. He didn't just roll over.
Yeah, fair point. I think I've got a typo in my notes here, but I put I think maybe it means votes, but it says voices. Voices. Rohan was working on his votes with Kyle. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I wrote, I don't think he actually needs to do this work. I think he has it in the bag.
Mm.
And Latoya said, "You don't need to campaign to Rohan," which
Mm.
basically, like, she meant that. Like, you don't.
But because they showed that as a flashback, I was
Yeah.
trying to preempt it and thought, oh, because they've showed that, that's obviously something relevant. Then I was thinking, oh, maybe she does go back on that because she promised it. Do you see what I mean?
Right. You're kind of
I was-
preempting the edit.
Yeah, but I was completely wrong.
Stop that.
No, but it's actually good that they don't give away who's going to go in the edit. Like on America's Next Top Model, the first person who went, oh, no, I'm definitely not going home this week. You knew that for a fact they were going home. Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Josh said, I came into this world alone and I'll play this game alone. How did that work out for you?
Yeah, he said, "I know I'm the outcast of the house. It doesn't mean I'll be leaving, though." Honey, have you not seen the show? You don't know who the villain is until you watch the show, honey.
He said, I came in to cause some chaos, be spooky and scary. Boo.
Boo.
Oh, bless him.
Boo. Actually,
Weird.
like, do you ever go to the cinema at View? I think it's View Cinemas. They have this, like, when the lights go down, they have this voice and it goes, boo.
I don't know. Actually.
It's like sharpens the senses, doesn't it? A bit
Oh
of
yeah,
darkness.
it's so loud. It's like,
So stupid.
stop.
Isn't it? They've got rid
What
of that
about
now,
the did you used to go back to the cinema back in the old days? It used to go, let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Do you remember that?
I'd like that. No,
Get ourselves a drink. Oh, Jack is obsessed with that. It's on YouTube.
I do
They
not
used to
know
play
that.
when I used to go to the pictures because I'm so
Yeah, I used to see the pictures.
they used
too.
to play that and it's like got a little popcorn like dancing along, like let's go to the lobby. Rowan knows. Laurie knows.
Is that like an interval type thing? No.
Yeah, like an advert at the start.
Oh no, I've never heard of that.
Oh, you need to put that in the show notes.
Do you know what? I don't think they have any more. Put it in the show notes. What do you mean? In the
You know, in the like description, like Lindsay referred to it so and so minutes. Let's look at the lobby. Shit like that. That we don't do.
So, what I don't think they have.
Google it, people.
What I don't think they've got in this country anymore is the rising curtain.
Ooh.
Did you have that over the screen of the curtain? It would be like, "Bzzz," and the curtain would go up, and that's when you knew you had to be ready. They don't
they
do
have
that
those-
anymore.
Did they have those things anymore? You wouldn't steal a handbag. You wouldn't
That's
steal
on
a
the
car.
DVD. No, they don't have that anymore.
But I would steal whatever this shitty film is on
Yeah.
fucking torrent. So fucking and BB
Including
Canada
Big Brother
too.
Canada.
How else are we gonna
sorry,
fucking watch
Global.
it? Look, we would buy Sunlight if it was available in our country.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're part of the machine, so they can thank us for that.
Yeah, we're promoting your shitty program. I'm joking. So,
What have I got? His plan is to tell Austin. No, his plan. His plan is that he will tell the others he's coming for Austin. I said nobody will care about that.
no.
Also, acting creepy. This is where we were at. Spooky and the scary and the boo. People don't want to live with a creepy person.
No.
No. Like, no one in their fucking spare room advert says looking for a creepy person who is slightly scary and says boo. Like, it's just not a desirable trait.
So Victoria lost one of her slippers in the ball pit.
That was a flip flop, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Otherwise known as a thong in Australia.
And a slide or whatever. What they
Oh,
call
sliders are different. Sliders are what
Oh.
Tyshawn wears with his socks underneath.
Oh, it's got the whole thing across, not just
Yeah.
the toe thing.
Thong needs to go between your toes.
Yeah. Jess. There's no Jess. Jed
No.
was trying it on with Beth in the hot tub, even though Ty likes her.
I've written, poor Tyshawn. I don't think this is very nice.
Oh,
And
come on. They're not
well-
really like an official thing, are they?
well, he wants to be. And the truth is, he tried to crack on in the bedroom, right? In the bed at night. And she covered her mouth so that he didn't kiss her. Yet
Hmm.
there she is, blazingly kissing Jedson right in front of his face in the hot tub.
Yeah, but that's just a bit of like, horseplay. That's not like actual feelings.
Yeah, I suppose. But I just thought to see someone, if you're genuinely invested in them, kissing your mate,
Hmm.
not cool, bro.
And then Arissa said, "Oh, really?"
Oh, really? Uh, Beth said, I'm flirting with both of them, but I'm more interested in Ty.
I don't
Is it a
blame
sort
her.
of treat him mean, keep him keen kind of thing?
And Jack said, "Both of these guys are out of her league," and he's a guy, and he's saying that.
Yes, Jack, I agree with you. This is good. Do you know what? For a straight guy to be able to say that is actually a really nice thing, don't you think?
Oh yeah, but Jack's all right like that.
Yeah, but
He's not.
I just think that there's a lot of obviously Jack isn't like a fragile masculinity kind of person, but there's a lot of guys out there who could never entertain the idea of saying that.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't be with that guy though.
I should think not.
So Tara said, "Oh, what smells really good?" And Rose said, "Probably me. I just put deodorant on." What a weirdo. Then we had the TikTok screen.
Oh my god! So Arissa had teased that the poutine puppy and Sarah Hanlon were going to be involved, but I didn't expect this flurry of Deadwood to come out. Did you?
Look, who needs the advertising more, BB Can or TikTok? BB Can, right?
I would have thought, yeah.
They should be advertising on TikTok.
They probably are. Well, speaking of TikTok, I didn't actually watch the whole Julie Vu interview. Did you?
The what?
The Julie Vu exit interview, which was only
What,
on
on
TikTok.
TikTok? Did I watch it on TikTok?
Not Lindsay.
No,
Laurie sent it to us by email and a tweet, and we said we'd watch it later. We didn't, did we?
No.
No, me neither.
Thanks, Laurie. I'm not watching something on TikTok. I'm too old.
No, it was captured and put on Twitter.
Okay. No, we forgot, and now that ship has sailed.
It was by an account that we don't really talk about though. So.
Oh, go on. BB Extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You moved your mic away when you said it.
Redacted.
So yeah, we had messages from Mitch Muffin.
Oh, you like Mitch Muffin, don't you?
Was he the Butterfly of Death or something? Is that him?
Oh, yeah. I didn't like this because I was like, oh no, this is ruining it for Jack if I want to watch his old ones with Jack. But actually, Jack's not been that impressive if he can so far, so I don't know if we are going to watch the old ones.
Sarah Hanlon popped up. You fan of hers, aren't you? Big fan. Cindy with an S came in with a new voice. Didn't sound anything like the old Cindy with an S. I think that's
really
a clone of Cindy with an S, I think. Anthony from doing the Pretty Boys symbol. I think he gets a bit too much credit, Yeah, he cut Pikey Boy, but he didn't win.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I evicted one of my own." I was thinking, did he? And then it was like that goat motherfucker. It's like no one even remembers what that guy's called.
It's Adam Pike that he cut.
No, he didn't evict Adam Pike. He evicted the goat.
They literally showed him evicting Adam in the TikTok.
Gaz, no, they didn't. They showed him evicting the goat guy, the goat thing.
Right, I think that was Adam Pike because Victoria was crying about it. It was the final. It was the final. We cut him in the final.
Did he?
I think so.
Okay, we need to fact
with
check.
that toothy guy. What's the tooth guy called?
Dane. We need Alfie. Can you fact check this section, please, immediately?
Adam Pike said you should be searching for a secret power, like in that filing cabinet.
Long body, Adam Pike, and Beth said Adam Pike was her favourite. I just thought, ugh. Imagine him being your favourite.
Well, he did have a decent haircut, but never forget that time I went to the barbers for an Adam Pike and came out with a Kira.
Never forget.
Kiefer is only 32. What the fuck? I literally thought he was at least 40.
And he's got kids.
Oh.
Hold on. What about this TikTok
Good
business?
for you.
Is this TikTok business outside contact and outside influence, and do we approve?
If it keeps the show afloat, we're on board with it, eh? It's not outside contact per se. It's just product placement, isn't it? I don't think anyone gains an advantage.
Well, I don't know. They were like, "Oh, you need to look at your friends in the house and do what's best."
Yeah, just a bit of a shit stirring segment, isn't it? If
if
someone comes up on that TikTok screen and like sets a secret mission or whatever, I'm here for that. Like, psst, like,
Mm.
come over to the TikTok screen. It's me.
It's me, Danky.
It's, it's me, Wendy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too bothered about it. They needed to shoehorn TikTok in somehow, and it was a kind of not too invasive way to do it. Probably some purists out there are absolutely horrified. I'm okay with it. The thing is, they weren't actually TikToks. I'd like to see them making TikToks. I don't know if it's got a camera built in, but them, it's like a photo booth.
Hmm.
I'd like to see content from the house being pushed out on TikTok, and it might be because I've not looked.
I wouldn't. So the Sunsetters were talking about keeping Josh. Latoya was like, I gave Roy my word. And then Latoya said she wants to stick to the old plan. Tina said, I don't like to be dictated to about where my vote will go. And I thought, that's good. At least she's not going to be a sheep. Tina feels like she's at the bottom of the 6.
Well, I mean, any surprises there? Not for me.
She's lucky to even be in the 6.
I like how Kiefer told Latoya, Jedson, Ty, and Beth that you 3 are the biggest targets in the house right now. Take a minute to process that.
Yeah, I was thinking, who said
Latoya,
what?
Jed, Ty, and Beth.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you 3 are the biggest targets. I'm sure Beth didn't need any clarification that it's, by the way, it's not you. Sorry, darling. Did you not spot the pink teacher fleece that Jedson had on?
I did not.
Oh, I thought you'd be the first person to notice this.
Are we talking Spencer Pratt or Daly? Or a combo of
a fusion of the two, I would say.
Oh, that's a BB cocktail we can get behind.
That's a cocktail.
Aggressive? We'll give you crystals afterwards.
Possibly both. Shove the crystals right where you don't want them. It looks like the pink fluffy teacher fleeces are like standard issue from BB Can. They like to give them a sort of outer layer to pick up from the hook before they go out.
Oh, like the blankets they have.
Yeah, it's like that with a little pink fleece. I thought I could get on board with that. Jedson looked quite cute in it.
I missed that.
Latoya said, we are running around like chickens with our heads cut off. I thought, what a long-winded way to say headless chickens.
Yeah, she did say that in a funny way.
Yeah.
So Josh was going to go after Jed. He told, he came in the room and he was going to try and influence Jed, wasn't he? By appealing to his ego.
Try to use his ego against him.
So he's like, Beth, can you like leave? And then
she's like, okay, fine.
And then Josh said to Jed, what is your goal in this house? Do you think you could win against me? Do you think you could win against Roe?
Yeah.
And then Jed was like, yeah, both.
Yes, yes.
And then Josh was implying that people have been saying Jed's name, and Jed actually kind of believed it, or seemed to.
He definitely took it away and fed it back to his alliance, right?
Mm-hmm. Then it was the whole house meeting.
Yeah, it triggered a house meeting. So it did shake things up. He wanted to draw the lion sand.
I love a house meeting.
Jedson said, if you wanted to be on the block this week, can you raise your hand?
Yeah.
Tara said, I actually did. I said it as a pawn. I thought, she's very honest.
At the start of the house meeting, Josh said, should I sit center stage? Which I quite enjoyed.
Stage left, please. Austin denies that she agreed there was a Pretty Boys 2.0 developing, but they literally flashed back to her basically saying, yeah, there is. But
Jed said, I'm a straight shooter.
Okay, is he? I guess he is.
It's annoying when people say, I'm a straight shooter. It's annoying.
It's the kind of thing that they could put a pa-chung in there and then edit it back into the intro. Basically, it seemed to me that Josh was trying to sort of like pin the suspicion of a Pretty Boys 2.0 on Austin as if it all came from her.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it came from him.
I know, but then Josh was saying something and then Kiefer and Jed were like laughing at him and I didn't like it. I felt like it had a bit of a, I hate to say it's a strong word, bullying vibe.
Mm.
It just felt wrong that everyone was just sort of targeting Josh. And I know Josh is a bit of a twat, but it was like something about it didn't quite sit right with me. Did you feel that?
No, but I can imagine how you could have seen it that way because Josh hasn't really got anyone, so it can only look that
No.
way in a way.
And Austin was just being really smug and really like, it's just like, oh, you're only HH this week, bitch. So watch out next week. Oh,
What's
I
that?
thought it was the cat, and I was getting more drink.
Jack is so
It's about
attentive.
fucking time.
What are you talking about? Like literally just came in.
I'm joking.
Thanks, guys.
Can you say Jack? Can you tell Jack
Jack's got new
hello from me?
glasses. Jack's got his new glasses.
Oh,
now.
has he? I want to see them.
He's got the gold ones and these ones. Come on, Jack. Reveal yourself. He's got gold ones, and he's got ones that you know, like your clear ones.
Yeah.
His are nude.
Nude glasses.
Mm.
La, la.
Gaz, Jack,
Jack.
send me a picture of your glasses so I can send it to Gaz on the chat.
Private matters, listeners.
You'll
Sorry,
like
bear
you'll
with.
like them. You'll like them. He's got the gold ones, really nice.
I'm sure. I like the sort of trial frames they sent. Nice.
That's a nice website, Blue Bloom. Anyway,
Not
moving on.
sponsored, but
We don't mind.
Check it
We
out.
want the glasses. I'm four-eyed.
what's it called?
I just
Blue
read that.
Bloom.
Blue Bloom.
Blue Bloom.
Blue Bloom. They were only like 150 quid for 2 pairs.
That is a bargain.
Not bad.
But you have to know your prescription, don't you?
Yeah, he went and got an eye test just before.
Yeah, I need to get one. Oh, I might do that.
Hmm.
So it was Dear 12
Ooh.
in the Big Brother Canada house as a throwback for you BBUK fans. Josh said, now I can start the real campaign to stay in the house.
What? Oh, yeah, that was. Oh, poor
I'm-
Josh.
I'm checking out of this pitch because it's pointless, I wrote. So if you've got anything to add, please do let me know.
Josh was campaigning to Tara and Tina, and Latoya came in, and he said, "Yeah, I want you guys to all save me and 3 others." And
I
they
kind of
said,
need you
"Cool."
to explain it to me, actually. Go on.
They said, "We're quite impressed with this pitch," and I was like, "Really?" And I
Mm.
was thinking, "Is this flim flam?" But then, I was thinking when they went to vote, like, I was thinking when one half of the house secretly flips, that's so good. Do you know what I mean? Like when the whole house
Yeah.
is like expecting it to go one way. I don't think this happens that often these days.
No.
And then like one side just fucking is like, nah, fuck you, we're gonna go the other way. That is so good. And apparently, according to Alfie, this actually nearly happened. But watching it was just like, sheep vote, whatever.
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, I think because we thought Josh was going, and in the edit we saw it come to that, it felt like anything to say otherwise was misleading in the show. But perhaps for live feeders, it was a different picture.
Oh, it was completely a different picture, which does make me kind of annoyed because we just kind of mainly watch the show and then we're just like coming across like idiots because we don't know the whole thing. Luckily, we got like intel.
Well, get what you're given on BB on Blast, so suck it up, listeners.
But
We
we
love
know
you.
what we know.
Yeah, and we don't know what we don't. So what are you going to do? We also know about one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and maybe you don't. So better get with the program.
Look, we've been in that house.
Do you know what?
Hallowed ground.
We are the only podcast for Big Brother that will, it's not interchangeably reference UK, Canada, Australia, and US Big Brother. Like you won't find us anywhere else. If you are a super fan of international Big Brother, where else are you going to be? You're going to be here with us, right?
That is actually true.
It's true.
Like, yeah, you never hear people mention them at all.
No.
We got a USP, and it's not knowing the facts. So, Arissa said, "We've got to get down to business." Stat, and then
Hang on a minute. I said, who paid Latoya to say maybe evicting Rohan is best for my game?
I know.
Must be sunlight.
Josh said, "I hope I'm here to see the bloodbath that is about to unfold." I was like, "Oh, maybe he's going to stay."
Yeah, he said. Go on.
Alfie told me, like literally seconds before the eviction, it was going to go the other way.
Oh,
I know. We'll probably see it on the next episode. You know when they do? Ooh,
a little
previously.
flashback. Yeah.
Yeah, the little black and white flashback. If so,
Um,
Alfie, you spoiled me.
Josh said, if everybody's playing the game they say they're playing, it makes sense to have someone like me with a target on their back. I sincerely hope I'm here to see the bloodbath that's about to unfold. Well, good luck
You
with
would
that.
not.
You ain't. Rohan did a very bland speech
Rohan
about.
was doing.
What was
He was
doing?
doing what he promised to do in his intro video. He said
What?
he liked
Fuck
dishing
all.
out compliments.
Who did he?
And in his speech, he said, "You're all the best looking Big Brother Canada house we've ever seen." I thought, he's doing that compliment thing.
Oh, okay. So that's his tactic. He said it was the most diverse and most good looking cast ever.
Well, it's got Kiefer and Tina in it, so I think not. I apologize in advance for that statement.
Tara was in the diary room giving it the Willow hands, I noticed.
Mm.
Do you know what? Willow has been reduced to hand gestures in my memory. I don't remember anything else.
Oh, and when she left, and she was bitter.
Oh, I don't remember that either.
Yeah, in the triple, she left, and she's like, "Oh, fuck off." Just like Erica. That's cute.
That's cute. I've realised that the sleeping hands is now the sunsetter's sign.
I can't do it. I guess it's quite a bold hand gesture.
Yeah, I mean, it's unique. There was no affection for Josh as he was voted out. It was a unanimous vote.
When Josh left, you missed it. He went kind of like, sort of did the inverted commas. And then he didn't say goodbye to anyone. And then at the top, Gaz, I don't like this thing of where they wait for the thank you.
No, me neither.
No,
it's trite. It's
engineered.
Yeah, no, I'm not here for that.
They've probably been rehearsing it all week. I don't want that. I want the organic reaction.
Yeah. I just blew up the house. Don't hate me.
You didn't do shit.
You know, I mean, we've had our things in our time. Like, you have been evicted. You have been evicted. La 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 la.
I mean, even That's Cute was like an organic one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
That was like a genuine emotion there. Like,
but
yeah,
that's cute. Don't you feel like I think Julie Vu wanted her time in the spotlight? She had that line planned. She was always going to deliver that line. Now anyone going out after her thinks like, okay, we've got to do the Julie. We've got to do the Julie Vu. Julie Vu.
It reminds me of the little
doing the do, and you can do.
Jack didn't know who Betty Boo was the other day. I was trying to educate him, and he said, "Is that a cartoon?" I said, "No, that's Betty Boop." Anyway,
yeah, who is Betty Boo?
Betty Boo's just Betty Boo just doing the do. She's a singer. She sang that song that you just sang.
Oh, she did the song. Okay.
Yeah, and you are through. There's nothing you can do. I'm sorry if I forget you. Get the better of me. I won't let you.
Betty Boo. Betty Boo's doing the do.
How can you sing a song of someone and say I don't know who that is? That's exactly what you're singing.
You can do because that's 90s as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, we're on the 90s tip.
Throwback pod.
Next up, Wigfield. So
I love Wigfield.
Yeah, but this trend of saying something at the top of the stairs has to go. That needs the end of it right now. Step in, Arissa. Step in if you have to. So,
not into the house. That would be a breach.
Two of the most interesting people have gone in the first 2 weeks. Discuss. You're not that fussed on Josh,
I don't particularly like Josh, but I do appreciate what you're saying. And Arissa even said it herself. We'd never seen anyone like you. She said you're an original. We've never had anyone like you. So, so thank you for your time and your service. She said. I thought it was a bit weird. So Arissa's running out of steam here.
Josh has been in the war. The BB Can war. It's not even the war room with the butt veto.
The what butt veto?
You know, the butt veto.
Yeah, the bobbleheads.
Yeah.
Like I can appreciate Kyle as an original character. I found him a little bit too creepy. I'm not surprised he didn't last very long.
I agree. Oh yeah, and then Arissa said, "Tell me about the bloodbath."
Yeah, like, come on, let's hear it.
Josh said, "Once I'm gone, they're gonna have to start saying names." Oh, naming names.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you know about the term kiboshed?
Yeah, I've got that written down here. Josh said my plan was kiboshed.
I'm not familiar with this term. Please, is it like
Yeah,
German
it's like,
or
oh, the plan was kiboshed. It's like, knocked on the head. Just
yeah,
like,
kiboshed?
kiboshed. You
A
never heard
good
that
one. That's a
before?
good, no, it's a good one. That is it. KAI boshed.
I think it's KIBOSHED, but I'm not sure. That's how I wrote it down.
Hmm.
We must have said that on BB on Blast before.
I mean, you might have done, but it's kind of a new one on me.
It's a good one. I like it.
I like that one.
At this point, I noticed Arissa's makeup, and I approve.
Oh, I've just thought of a future title.
Oh,
Kyle boshed.
nice.
Sorry,
Write
what
that
about
down.
who says
Write
that?
that down.
Arissa's makeup.
Yeah, she looked good. I noticed she had a purpley pink lip on. It looked good. Arissa, this week, styling, not chic.
Well, let's not forget that Arissa did say that you are her lipspiration.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, Arissa next week maybe an orange. What about an orange, a bright red? What else? Arissa, if you wear orange lipstick next week, I'm like Brittany wearing yellow. We know you listen to this BB on Blast and you approve of our opinion.
What's the Britney wearing yellow?
I've never
the
seen
documentary.
Arissa wear orange lipstick ever.
No. Or will she? When did they say Britney needs to wear yellow? What was that?
If she wears yellow, she's pleading for help.
Oh, is it?
So think on. So Josh said, "Oh, I had a meltdown and I had to pivot." He kept saying pivot, and it was annoying me.
Pivot.
So then they had the goodbye messages,
Fans.
and Tara left a very kiss-arsey message for Josh. And
Yeah,
Jack,
she said she's going to miss him.
and Jack said, "Hold on, it's not even jury yet. Why is she bothering?" Which I thought was well absurd.
Josh management.
Josh. And then Arissa came on with a very surprising announcement.
The end of the teams, was it that?
I ain't even going for like a week.
Well, I said this last week. It's like I don't want this twist to burn out. I want it to last for at least 2 weeks, I suppose. No, it's not. It's been going for a week. Oh. But you know what? The problem with this version of Big Brother is they start the game before we get to watch. So they've been in the teams for longer than we realise. It's already day 12 or something. It is day 12, which for us, it only feels like day 7. There was Arissa basically was like, oh, there's this announcement coming up and you'll be into this, Josh. And she's like, there's no teams left.
I know,
at which point Josh had already disappeared. He'd been like vaporized off the side of the set.
I think why this might have happened is because Kiefer's team lost 2 people, right, in the first week. So after that, it wasn't fair, was it, to have the cat is soaked and he's just let the cat in here.
Must be raining.
Soaked. Oh, what the hell? Oh, why? Why? Don't you think? Because Kiefer lost 2 people, how could the teams go on? Because you got
teams must go on.
It's an unfair number. You got 8 on one and 6 on the whatever the fuck.
Well, he's like, yeah, I suppose, but you could limit the players to be even in the comps and make it a pick.
I feel like they should have let teams swap members, and that might have been made. You could have done it for another week and said, okay, because you've lost 2 people, you get to steal 2 people from the other team. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm actually into that, and that actually kind of reminds me of The Apprentice. Like in The Apprentice, you start off, you're in 2 teams, like competing companies, kind of, and then sometimes like Lord Sugar comes in and goes, "Oh, Lindsay, you move over to Team Defender."
Yeah,
like Big Brother could do that.
Hell no, they're a bunch of losers.
Yeah, I think they could have kept the teams going for longer, and I think they would have made the cross team alliances more interesting to watch. Now they're free to break off, and
the whole drama of it's never been done before. Whoa, the twist to end all twists, and like it's over.
The other thing is they've literally decorated the bedrooms for each team.
It's like
it wasn't worth it for the amount of time we got.
You got rid of Julie, one of the most interesting people of the house. Then you got rid of Josh, who was one of the weirdest people in the house. Now we can watch all the showmancers. Thanks very much.
Excuse me. I think there's only one.
diverse casting working out?
Diversity of thought. Do you remember that?
What's that?
Dan and I take the piss out of that all the time. Matt Hancock said about the government, like, what we have is diversity of thought. Like, we don't have diversity, but we've got diversity of thought.
Oh my God,
Fuck off, mate.
that is so bad.
So
That is
bad.
so bad. But
So we got to see the start of the HOH, and silly me, I thought we were going to see all of it. How
Gaz,
naive of me.
Gaz, that start of the HOH thing when it's just a questions comp, that's got to stop. Arissa, I implore you, do not do this anymore. Thank you.
It was the true or
Thoughts?
false. Yeah, no, I agree. It's like, oh, I thought I was going to see all of it. I wanted to know what Max was going to say to us.
Was there any good picks of, like, you know, when they have to pick people to go against each other? Was there
No.
any, like, oh, that's interesting?
I just think it's too early, and I think people were just picking randomly. I don't think there was any strategy to the way they paired people up when they went
I
out.
don't agree with that. I think there would always be strategy to that, but it wasn't anything too controversial.
I just think that I don't know, I just think they just come out of the teams. There's not like clear divisions that people can start to try to knock people out. Yeah, I didn't think there was any logic to the way they were picking, but maybe there was.
So am I right in saying the sponsor was Lotto Max Dream to the Max?
Lotto Max, yeah.
Because they built this whole set here with like the little boat, and it was just a button pressing competition. So I don't think we needed that boat, and I don't think we needed the advert. But
well,
it's
we
all
needed
good.
the advert to like pay for the show, but those balls do cost money, so you know. I do remember the boat vaguely, but
what do you think of the animations, the Dream animations?
well, they weren't as good as the you know, the fighting game in BBUS. Where
the pointless fighting
Christmas,
game.
Christmas famously betrayed Memphis, her best friend in the house. But you know,
they're still together, Christmas and Memphis.
I think so.
Wishing you all the luck. You'll need it.
Yeah, I like the anime. I like that they're very brief. Like you really had to look.
I thought it was absolute shit.
Oh, they reminded me of. Oh wait, it was photos of the housemates, wasn't it?
It weren't photos. It was like a little. I don't know.
No, they
drawing.
superimposed a photo of the housemates
did
over a
they?
drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, but in my
Sorry.
head, they look like those Facebook emojis, which are rubbish. But they didn't. They're actually photos of them. I don't know why I thought they were those Facebook drawings, but they weren't.
It was very brief. The little thing I got to see, I was like, "You what?"
I know, it was very, 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 very quick. What I did like was that they were all wearing like blue and green outfits, but they were clearly like their own. They looked like their own clothes. Like Big Brother said, you need to bring in, you know, green chinos and a purple top or whatever. No, blue and green outfit in these tones. I mean, it might have been supplied, but what?
But the ironic part was Austin, who cited herself as the queen of memory comps, was the HOH last time, so she couldn't even play in this comp.
Oh.
And then the comp was cut off before the end. Why? It's not a cliffhanger.
Are you coming back next week?
I was going to come anyway.
I know you was. So were most people.
It's not a cliffhanger. People either watch the live feed or don't. We're still going to watch, so it just annoys me.
Well, you should be used to that by now.
I'm used to it, but you know, I'm used to like a lot of things, like lockdown. That don't mean it's a good thing. Is it over?
It's over. Well, it's not over because we've got to go to our.
It's not over yet.
Emails.
Guys, I can't wait to see you. When can we hug again?
I don't know. We're allowed to go for a coffee outside now. Yeah, everyone's talking about going for a coffee outside. Like
coffee? I don't even drink coffee.
Yeah. I think what it means is you're allowed to meet another person outside.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's already, because I saw it on the news earlier in the week, and there were so many disposable coffee cups in that feature. I was like, this is terrible for the environment. Everyone's buying takeaway coffees. You're allowed to go sit on a bench with someone outside now.
Next week, Jack's going home, so we could go meet for coffee and do the podcast.
Oh, if we're going to sit outside for 3 hours on a bench. Fucking hell.
No, in your back garden or mine.
No, you're not allowed to do it in a garden. You're not allowed to go in the garden yet. You're allowed to go in the park.
See what I'm dealing with, listeners?
I stick to the rules. Also, you're not allowed to be coming into my area because the Brazilian variant is here.
I'm about to move. I'm about to move to your fucking area, bitch.
That is not my area. That is the sticks. It really is the sticks.
Don't say where I'm moving to. It's a private matter.
No, I'm not going to because I don't even know exactly where it is. I could possibly.
Me either. It's a village. I'm going to be a villager. Like my
Wow,
once on
London
Animal
is
Crossing.
just what is London if not a massive village linked up?
Over to our email inbox.
Also, a little shout out to listeners on Amazon Music. Thanks for joining us over there.
Aw.
Also, we're now on Google Podcasts, which
Stay indoors until you've had your vaccine.
I can't find the link for. I can't find the link for the Google Podcast, so I didn't publish that yet. But
Well, just look on Apple iTunes. It ain't that hard.
no, Google Podcasts. Yeah. And also shout out to Red Circle for their brilliant customer care. They've been so good at helping us get the podcast out on various channels.
We didn't get it out on time last week, and we didn't even put it on Facebook. So, what the hell?
Well, that's your domain, not mine.
I forgot. I thought you were taking control
Honestly,
of everything.
last week I was so stressed trying to edit that podcast. Basically, I watched a video. It goes, oh, you can just put music on with Audacity, really easy. I was like, okay, I'll do that.
I
That
can't believe
program,
you were up till 4:30 doing that. What the fuck happened?
I literally fucked myself trying to sort that out last week.
That is
I was ruined. The
insane.
next day I slept on the sofa, and this whole week I've been off kilter. The program kept crashing. It was very, very painful process.
Is it going to be okay this year or?
This year? Fucking hell. I think so, because basically what I'll do is drop the audio into the same project, so it should be easier.
Oh, okay.
And obviously shorten that audio for the start because it's too long. But yeah, I thought it was going to be easy, and it was. It turned out that I didn't know how to use that program, so it took forever.
Oh, by the way, I just saw on our WhatsApp chat about
Yes.
Nikki.
Yes.
It's gone up to 13 grand. Vanessa Phelps donated £500. Ryland donated. Peter Brown from Big Brother Canada donated 100. Oh, what's that about what I said about your chicken nuggets? Pete has said something.
Have a
Hang on.
look. Do you have a look?
I'm looking right now. Hang on. Oh, he's done a video. Hang on. Oh, I don't think I'm about to hear this. 46 seconds. Hold on.
I can hear it.
You hear this?
Pete Bennett here, winner of Big Brother
You
7.
hear that?
And
Yep.
Next to Nikki Graham, who I dated at the end of the show, who's still my friend, but unfortunately lately she's not very well. Her anorexia has taken a turn for the worse, and I'm really worried about her, and I'm sure a lot of people are. We need help. We need to get her into a specialised clinic to really help her anorexia, but it's going to cost quite a lot of money, like 25 grand. So I put a little link at the bottom of this video just so people know where to go to donate. And if you love Nikki Graham, then you send her some love, some positive vibes, and let's get her some help. Come on, Nikki, you could do this. Safe man. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Come on, let's all get her fucking better. Safe.
No.
Oh,
Oh, I love
so
Pete.
sweet. Oh, God. Get me going again. It's a lot, isn't it?
I mean, 25 grand apparently is a month in the Priory, but I just feel like there must be other support from organisations and charities that she can benefit from.
Yeah, I know. I just think, I don't know. Anything is worth a try, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything's worth a try.
And
maybe she'll see all the support she's getting and it might make a difference. You never know. You never know. One tiny thing can make a difference.
I
remember when I was younger, my best friend was in an abusive relationship. Every day I would say to her, just leave, please, just leave. And then one day she just woke up and she's like, that's it, I'm going. And that might be, I know that might be a simplistic way of looking at it, but it takes that click inside of you, doesn't it, to change things. And maybe it will help seeing the support and the love.
I hope it helps.
I hope so.
Yeah. Um,
But I know it's not that easy.
shall we go to the inbox? Have you got anything else
Yeah,
to say
let's do
from
it.
the
No,
chat?
that was it. That was it.
If you want to be our friend, email us at bbonblastpod@gmail.com and you can have your voice on the podcast via my voice.
You're not necessarily being our friend unless you're cool.
No, but you can try.
It doesn't take much, to be honest.
We're easily impressed. Okay, let's go.
Sorry, I opened them all because they were sort of showing as red in my inbox.
That's fine. Shout out Emily from Red Circle. Anthony S has been in touch. And was also in touch last week, so thanks, Anthony. You're consistent.
Anthony from Stitcher.
From Stitcher,
You
who will
must be happy we're back on Stitcher.
Well, listen to the first line of this email.
God. Oh no.
I'm listening to your show on Spotify now.
Oops.
Well, Anthony,
Well, it's still Anthony S, so it's all good.
Yeah, but what I can tell you, Anthony, is we're now back on Stitcher. But
Come on, Anthony,
you
get
need
back
to
on
search
Stitcher.
for us again and subscribe again because it's a different feed. But we are all up on Stitcher now. Anthony S from Stitcher is in the rearview mirror who said, "This is Anthony Spotify calling." I don't think we'll see any house guests this season. That's what I said at the start, actually. To be honest, I prefer a cast with 14 people. People are also saying that the 14 people cast is a kind of COVID measure, by the way.
Maybe.
By the way, CBB legend Rodrigo Alves washing machine
What's he called now?
has become
What's she
Jessica
called now?
Alves. What a beautiful woman. From human Ken doll to human Barbie. Get her on BB Can next year, Julie. What's Julie got to do with this? Do you mean Arissa?
Is this a joke?
I don't know.
What about the racism? No, what was it?
Yeah.
Was it racism? Oh yeah, it was racism.
Yes, it was racism. Which was...
Oh, and the other thing.
Oh, yeah, the touching in the night. I really miss Gaz's Rodrigo and Whittaker impressions. Don't forget about the washing machine. Remember... Go on.
What was the the other Rodrigo? Was it just... Oh.
What's that?
What did he say to Wendy apart from washing machine?
I literally can't remember apart from washing machine.
That's all right. That's good enough.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's like, oh, you're such a
oh,
something.
You're cute.
Something like that. I can't remember. I really can't remember. God, how easily we forget these like staple BB on Blast quotes.
We remember plenty.
I really miss Gaz's Rodrigo and Whittaker impressions. Miss the Whittaker impressions you do.
Anthony S. The Spotify is with you now.
Don't forget about that washing machine. We'll never forget about the washing machine. In fact, I shouted out Wendy earlier, so we've not forgot about Wendy. We've not forgot about Rodrigo.
We'll never forget about Wendy. She's like Dre. You can't.
What? Kiss this us. This us that twerks. That Dre.
No, Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah, forget about Dre.
Oh.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk like you got something to say. Nothing comes out and they move the lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers out. I forgot about Dre.
Thanks for that.
Now, that's the best white rap of the night, surely.
Well, yeah, probably. Also, about that rap, did you notice a lot of them use like different names? Like, I guess that's their rap name. I don't know, but like, I don't know, like Tina was called like Boo Boo or something.
No, I did not.
Remember, says Anthony S from Spotify, Stitcher, Morgan and Virgin Widdicombe are always watching. What does that mean? Oh yeah, she was just a virgin. Sorry, as I missed the punchline. Remember, Morgan and Virgin Widdicombe are always watching. Meghan Markle. Have a good one, guys. Ciao.
I've not seen what Anne Widdicombe's saying about Meghan. I remember she said, "Oh yeah, in the house, wasn't it?" She said, "Oh, there's something I don't trust about her. I don't know what it is."
Said, "I think she's a danger to the royal family or something." She did say that.
She was right.
Well, yeah, apparently.
Widdicombe, you're right all along.
Well, the royal family brought it upon themselves. So there's also a YouTube link attached to Jessica Alva's on this morning, but you've probably seen that already, have you?
Who is it? Oh, maybe.
I
We
mean,
ain't got time to watch that.
I don't think so. I
We
don't
can watch
think
it at our own time though.
I
I
think that
actually probably have watched that.
I mean, you've watched you've seen the box set of this morning, so you probably have seen that.
I have this morning on in the background when I'm working.
Laurie has been in touch.
Who?
Never heard of her. I thought all of you getting together last year when the ball. I thought of all of you getting together last year when the ball pit was revealed. Do you think someone will bury themselves in a far corner and wait to hear secret conversations?
Oh, that's a good
You
idea.
can't breathe with the balls in your face, Laurie. So I don't
No,
think they'll survive long.
It's an oppressive environment.
Yeah, it very much is. I think I heard there's 150,000 of them.
Oh
That's
my God.
a lot of balls, Laurie.
Ooh.
More balls than you can shake a stick at. I was going to say dick at.
You should have said dick. It would be better.
How long would it take to find an advantage hidden in one? Oh, you think there's one inside the ball, like a Kinder Surprise?
Yeah, like the clown, Jeff and his clown shoes.
Says Laurie.
Mm. Gaz doesn't know about BBUS things.
I just ignore it and hope it goes away.
Jack was talking to me about your BBUS avoidance this week. He said, how can you love Big Brother and not watch that show when it's like the best Big Brother you'll ever see? How can you declare yourself a BBC? Gaz is so sick of things. How? And you don't even watch it. You don't even watch the BB14 in 3 hours on YouTube. Why not just watch that? Why?
Well, I didn't know that existed for a start.
Yeah, it does.
Well, news to me. And how long is that? Because I probably would watch that if you want.
Jack, yeah, you should watch it. It's like 3 hours. Jack, I'm talking
3
about
hours
you right
long.
Now. Why doesn't Gaz watch BB10 in 4 hours or whatever on YouTube?
Oh, you should, Gaz.
Come here. You don't have to be on screen. Just talk into this.
Yeah, Gaz, you should. It's amazing.
But
Jack,
why is it 4 hours long? That's
because it's a compressed version.
Yeah,
right.
but I mean, what about
Yeah.
the other series as well?
He
like the
doesn't know
previous
about the
ones?
greats, does he? He doesn't know about the greats.
Oh, Janelle, Dan, Dr. Will, Boogie, or Boogie. Guys, you got to watch it. It's so good.
That is someone who knows nothing about Big Brother. Talking about Big Brother right
Jack
there.
knows about Big Brother. How
Actually,
dare
he
you?
knows more than you fucking do.
I'll get him
Jack,
on co-host.
Move over. Jack's
Honestly.
Gaz is cancelled.
Guys,
Oh.
it makes BB Can look like a nursery pie.
Oh my God.
Honestly, it's so good.
A nurse.
Whatever that-
Thanks for my drink. That was a valuable contribution. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, I haven't got the
All
time
right.
to watch a whole season. That's for sure.
All right, Gaz, do me a favor. Watch BB10 in 3 hours or 4 hours, whatever is on YouTube, and then
Is it
from
one
then on-
video?
it's one video,
Okay.
and they edit it so well.
Okay.
Me and Jack watched one. It was honestly, it was so good. Watch
Okay.
that, and I guarantee you'll not diss old school Big Brother again.
Oh, we'll see.
Are you actually going to do it though?
Have you met me?
Look, just do it. Honestly, you won't regret it.
Okay, I haven't got the time.
You're watching all sorts of old shit behind
Where
our
have I got-
eyes, all that crap.
I didn't watch that. Where have I got the time to watch 3 hours of old Big Brother?
You don't even work anymore. What the hell?
I do work. Laurie says, last week's pod sounded so much better with the new mics. I hope you continue putting a video up on YouTube
Thank you,
too. So
Laurie.
tough now, loyal listener Laurie with a love heart emoji. She didn't give a shout out to the music though.
Then, and she said the ones we did on Skype were rough, but no one told us
Oh.
that at the time.
Rough. Like
bad
sandpaper.
to listen. Yeah, bad quality
Yeah.
to listen to.
Sandpaper against the eardrums.
Mind you, that was all we had going at the time, so there's nothing we could do.
I don't know why we didn't use Zoom. Thanks. Shout out Zoom for your better sound quality.
Shout out to Julie Girl because they told us to use Zoom instead of Skype.
That's true. Lorcan's been in touch this evening,
Who?
5 hours ago. Lorcan said, hey, Linz and Gaz. I'll keep it short this week because I don't have much to say for once.
Don't lie.
But I'm devoed that Josh has gone.
Yeah,
He was my
same.
fave and he was fit, so I'm distraught. We've had a trans
Yes.
contestant and now a gay contestant gone. Send home a cis straight person now, please. Lol.
Beth.
Also, I hate how much everyone seems to idolize the fucking Pretty Boys as if they were God's gift. Did any of them watch that season? Yeah, they were good at the game, but it was boring as fuck. Why would you be so into that? It felt like every other sentence was about the Pretty Boys this week. Do you know what, Lorcan? I feel you. I said earlier, should we be even shouting out old alliances? It's actually a rule of Big Brother UK that when you go in, you can't talk about old housemates and you can't reference old Big Brother. Did you know
That's
that?
a good rule.
It's a good rule.
Yeah, Lookin's right and you're right.
I think I'm just being overcritical because I've been watching loads of BB UK these past couple of weeks, and I'm bitter that no other country's BB is as good currently as ours was. That's right. That's my kind of language. You're taking my language, Lorcan.
Lookin getting back into Gaz is a good book.
Anyway, that's it from me. Maybe I'll be into the series by next week. But as of right now, I'd rather be watching the Celeb Circle.
I was wondering when we were going to mention that trash.
Much love, your fave rambler, Lorcan.
Thanks, Lookin. Let's
Yes.
talk about Celeb Circle. What have you got to say? Nothing, because we ain't watching it.
I wish I could care about the Circle, but I can't. I watched half of the first show, and it doesn't appeal to
So
me.
boring.
It's not the same if you're not in the same environment. If you're not in the same room, it's not the same as Big Brother. I like the social experiment, and I don't find catfishing to be fun.
That's why Coronation Street is so shit at the moment. I know it's basic, but they can't kiss, they can't fight, they can't touch each other. Anything where they can't interact physically, I'm not interested in. I want to see fights. I want to see bloodshed. I want to see someone spit in someone's face.
I was thinking of that as well.
I don't want to see someone going, oh, and I said blah, 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 emoji. Fuck off.
Do you know what?
Get the fuck out of here.
You and I, we are staunch,
Purists.
staunch, not Circle viewers. Doesn't make any sense.
Stalwarts.
But
And Love Island. And Love Island.
there's been calls from people in the Big Brother circles for us to watch it. Rowan has been mentioning it so many times, and I don't know how many times we can ignore that woman calling for us to watch the Circle, but she was still
Depends how much she
continuing to do it.
pays us. If Rowan, come on, we're talking big money here. We're talking, Gaz, what's our price for watching the Circle? Celebrity Circle. How long
Well,
is
it
it?
is
A
a week's worth of content.
week?
So,
What should we say? 500 quid?
well, I'd say 700. 7 days, 100 quid a
Call
day,
it a
50 quid
grand.
each. Yeah, why not? A grand. That's a grand.
And we will watch. I guarantee you we will watch. So,
I mean, I would. For that money, I would.
oh, so would I. So if you really want to hear our opinions, we'll do a video. We'll do whatever you want. We'll do it in our underwear. Just PayPal us. Reality TV prostitutes right here.
What's appealing? I would say, like, we obviously have friends through the podcast, and we have an audience of people who have a shared experience of watching UK Celebrity Big Brother, right? And actually, there's a lot of crossover with the Celebrity Circle. That Sam guy, that blonde Sam guy, after how he's in it.
Awesome. Someone's impersonating Kim Woodburn. That's an appealing prospect.
Charlotte Crosby is in
Bag
it.
of chips.
Celebrity Big Brother
Oh.
winner. Bag of
No,
chips.
actually, Brown, you're gonna have to up the money. Charlotte
Yeah.
Crosby, that is an extra charge on top. That's a surcharge.
Has she wet the bed yet? Bag
That
of chips
fucking
is
dog.
playing as Kim Woodburn, as you say, who's obviously a classic Celebrity Big Brother housemate, and Nadia Sawala, who was in Celebrity Big Brother, is in it. So there's a lot of Big Brother crossover, and Emma presents it, obviously. So I can understand why those people like it, but it's just not the concept for me. For me,
That's
it's like
successful.
for me, it's Channel 4's Big Brother alternative, and they ought to just bring back Big Brother.
I did watch the US one and it was okay, but it was literally just okay. I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
I didn't know you'd watched all of the US one.
Yeah, I posted a lot of our videos on our BB on Blast Facebook page. Because the main guy who
Should have put that
was
on our
like,
Patreon.
one of the main characters was actually quite fun, but on the whole, it was just nah. If you want to watch a good reality show, watch 90 Day Fiance or Temptation Island. Like Temptation Island has been boring this year, which is such a shame.
Rowan also suggests that I watch The Masked Singer USA because apparently the first singer to be revealed is appealing to me
Oh,
in some way, but I don't.
oh,
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to be spoiled. I do want to kind of.
oh.
I could just watch the reveal on YouTube, but I think it'd be more fun to watch the
No,
show.
watch the whole thing. It'd be fun.
It's a bit
See
hard
if you
to
can
find.
guess.
If anyone can sort me out with a link to that, I'd be eternally
I,
grateful.
I can probably sort out a link to it, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks.
don't look at it. Watch the thing and guess. It'd be fun.
Okay.
See if you can actually guess it.
Guess who's been in touch, Lindsay?
Hey,
Our mate and Big Brother AU first timer,
Braden Harvey.
Braden. He was the first timer for BBAU, right?
Bring him on.
I think he is Australian, right?
Yes.
Braden has been in touch. He said,
Braden. Is it Braden Harvey?
yeah, Braden Harvey. Hey, Lindsay.
Braden
Gaz.
Harvey.
So
We've got a
sad.
Braden on BB now, so watch your back.
Oh, yeah. So sad Josh went. He played such
Mm.
a bold game early on and really fought to stay. The way Austin and Victoria are the first two HOH winners of the season. Yeah, BBUS could never. No tea, no shade. I'm really loving Austin, Victoria, and Braden at the moment.
I like Victoria and Braden, but I don't like Austin.
I think Toya could definitely be going home. There's
Hmm.
been divides between her and a few other people. I love how
Hold on.
transparent she is.
This is a spoiler because we don't know who the HH is.
There's nothing but the HOH in it.
Well, if
Um,
Latoya was HOH, she wouldn't be going home.
Okay, if you want to go deep, then
Okay, carry on.
I think Toya could definitely be going home. There's been divides between her and a few other people. I'm sure we've had a go at Braden for spoilers in the past.
Yeah, he definitely did spoil us in the past.
I love how transparent she is, but she's not going to last. I don't mind having
Yeah,
her in the house.
I agree with that.
She's a nice personality. Much love and kind regards, Braden Harvey.
I wouldn't call her a nice personality, but I would call her an entertaining personality.
In our chat earlier, Johnny from Big Blagger said that he was getting like Ica vibes from her, that she would like blow up. I think she's more reserved than that. I don't think she's going to do that.
I don't know. I could see her kicking off. I could.
Really?
Yeah, I could see
You're
her
going
kicking off.
home. Don't
Yeah,
think
I could see it.
I just think her training says otherwise.
Mm.
And that's the end of the mailbox this week. Thank you to everyone that emailed us. If you'd like your email read out next time, email us at bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
Hold on. Let me look what Alfie sent me. That was
Oh yeah, you got to read Alfie's little.
Oh, but it's so long. I don't.
Oh, go on, do it. Read it.
Oh God. Okay, I'll read the first one, and you can decide if you want to get the rest.
Okay.
It's so complicated. It's like, oh fuck me, I need the red string. But I do appreciate you typing it all out, Alfie. Are you ready? If you can follow the first part, I'll read the next part.
Okay.
So, Josh and Rohan on the block. Everyone wants Josh gone. I think this is around Monday. Ty then suggests to the Sunsetters that maybe they should get rid of Rohan instead. Victoria and Tina aren't there and later get told they weren't happy because they obviously want Josh gone. That was when what you saw on last night's episode. They were talking and Tina said she didn't want to be controlled and she's at the bottom of the alliance. Tina and Latoya convinced them they still need to get rid of Josh. Everyone agrees. Tuesday was that pointless house meeting, which I still don't fully understand because it was literally about nothing and it happened during the circle. So I was watching that. Josh is still going. Kiefer then speaks to Kiefer, and suggests he pitches himself to Latoya, Tina, Tara, Jed, Ty about trying to stay. Thinks he can convince them. That's the Sunsetters except Tara and Beth. Do you see what I mean by this? Like, I don't know.
It's just a list of names, really, isn't it?
It's just names. I said, hold on, let me see if there's anything that I can hang my
Even I
hat
can't
on.
understand the strategy when I write it down, let alone when Alfie's written it down.
Hold on, there's a part that starts long story short. Long story short, it just keeps going back and forth until right before the eviction, and it's an absolute mess. They're worried they don't have the numbers, so Latoya tells Victoria about the flip. She doesn't like it. She tells Kyle. It gets back to Rohan. Tara tells Rohan about it on Thursday morning. It's a mess. Believe it or not, these are the cliff notes, and I probably still missed a bunch out, but that is more than the edit showed you. So it wasn't a sheep vote, is what Alfie was saying. I
Um,
don't know what's so dark in my room. The lighting hasn't even changed.
is the Cliff Notes a real thing, or is that just from BB US?
No, Cliff Notes is like a book you get when you're at school when you don't want to read the book. And there's a book called Cliff Notes, like Jane
Oh.
Eyre, the Cliff Notes.
Oh,
You never did that when you were at school.
I don't think so. I had like the educational version of Lord of the Flies.
I did the Cliff Notes for a lot of books.
Thanks, Alfie. That's really like not helped me get any much of a better picture at all because I was glazing over, and if you're watching the video, I was yawning throughout. So I do apologise for that, but I've had a bit of a drink, and
Oh, Alfie!
it's been a tiring week. My eyes are shot to pieces.
Alfie's been enjoying it, so that's the main thing.
Do you know? Alfie's been loving it. He's been dedicated to the live feed, and if I should hand over my superfan title to anyone, it's Alfie Sheldon.
No, it's Jack. Who's this fake Kyle Moore? I want to follow him.
I think he's actually known as the real Kyle Moore at this point.
Kyle Moore 80081. I think that. Oh, I'm already following him. What the fuck? Oh yeah, Life's a Wreck. That's his podcast. I'm gonna start dating.
I
him.
actually would listen to that.
Hold on. He's only got 1,000. Yeah, he's only got 1,709 followers. I thought he was blowing up. That's nothing. That's less than I got.
Well, it's more than some BB Can housemates have got.
Kyle Moore, you're nothing. We're more popular than you.
Individually,
kidding.
yes. Speaking of
I'm
which,
just
follow
kidding.
the brand. Follow what?
I'm just kidding. He's lovely.
Follow the brand account at BB on Blast on Twitter.
Hold on. What about a draft? We need to look at our draft.
Oh, we do need to do our draft. Hang on, I need to do the
Austin.
intro. It's time for the BB on Blast versus Julie Girl Pod BB Can 9 draft.
It's the Julie Blast draft. The Julie Blast. So, Austin belongs to. Who even is that? Zach? I can't tell who these people are from the
I think it's
picture.
the picture from the stickers.
Is that Zach? I can't. Yeah, it must be
It ain't
Zach.
James.
It must be Zach. Austin belongs to Zach. Beth belongs to me. I don't want to. Brayden belongs to me. Oh, have I got Brayden? And Jed's it. No, hold on. It's not me. I'm confused.
Oh, for God's sake. I've got the draft here.
What are you
From
fucking
Laurie.
doing?
Who went
Hold on,
this
there's
week?
two-
Josh has gone home.
there's
He's
two
mine.
women on here. There's two
Josh-
women on here.
Josh is my player. I lost a player in the draft this week. And then who went last week? Judy Vu.
James had Julie Beat.
So James lost Julie and I lost Josh. So we're down on the draft. But we are at a disadvantage, Lindsay, because
Yeah,
we both
I know why.
we both have a wild card / former house guest as a player pick,
I
and
know, I
they are
know.
never coming. They are
So you
not.
got two down.
I'm 2 down. My other players. Who's my other players? I've got. Because I actually know who they are now. I feel like I've got hardly any. I feel like this has been done unfairly. I've got Victoria.
It was done at random. Wasn't it?
Yeah, but I feel like Laurie's put the emojis in wrong.
Yeah, I can't tell who's who from the emoji.
Laurie. No, not Laurie. Sorry. I have Victoria, who is a fan
Who's
favorite.
James? There's no black person in these emojis.
Yes. James is the one with long hair. It says Judy Girl.
I can't see him. I think I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah,
There is no person with long hair on the one I'm looking at.
You might be.
What the fuck am I looking at?
I don't know. What are you looking at?
I don't know.
It's a
Hang on.
PDF. It's called Judy Girl versus
No, I'm not looking at that.
Glass PDF.
What the hell am I looking at? Carry on.
Lord knows. But you have got Beth, Kyle,
Kyle? Yeah, I don't want him.
Tyshawn,
I want him.
and a former house guest.
I don't want them.
So you're a man down already. I'm 2 men down. James has got
It
Tina,
says-
Brayden, and Julie Vu, Austin, and Zach has got Latoya, Rohan, Tara, Keith,
Oh, Zach, you've got the worst group.
and that's it.
At least we've got Hope. He's just got all the sort of,
You know, the sad thing is, I'm not going to remember who I've got next week. I've got Victoria left, and who else? Jedson. So I've only got 2 people left.
Gaz, those are quite decent viewers to have because Victoria's fun and Jedson has got a chance. So I think they're actually decent picks.
That's true. Better than Kyle.
Hmm.
Unlucky.
Who have I got? I've got Ty, Kyle, and Beth.
Beth, Kyle, and Ty. Yeah.
Fair enough. Should we wrap this shit up? It's nearly midnight.
Is it actually? Yeah, it
Oh my
is.
god.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
please wrap this up. Get in touch with us. Email us at bbonblastpod@gmail.com. Follow us at bbonblast on Twitter.
What else? Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
We forgot to plug the book last week.
Oh.
Follow me on Twitter at bb_superfan.
You can listen to us in so many ways now. Spotify, Spreaker, Red Circle, Stitcher,
Amazon Music.
Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube. You can look at us
Spotify.
on YouTube.
Mhm.
Don't look at me this episode though, because I'm all over the shop and my lighting's diabolical.
Also, your face keeps disappearing. You are like
I
the
know,
Terminator.
like what the fuck? This background's got a guy.
Tell them your Twitter and then we can wrap this.
Light at BM.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you. We'll see you next week. Send us your feedback. Thanks so much if you listened this far. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
That's high pitch. Right, I'm cutting this shit off now. Bye.